of last session and take it from there. So you guys are currently in Avernus, and you'd finally made your way through the Bleeding Citadel, through the Scab, and have claimed the Sword of Zariel. Now, when Nico claimed the sword, he was told that he would be forever transformed, and that was true. He turned into this godly celestial being, sprouting wings and changing completely. Armed with the Sword of Zariel and Lulu once more, you guys learn that you only had a short while until Elturel is going to be completely dragged down into the River Styx. You jumped onto your war machines and travelled over to Elturel. That was before being accosted by Baphomet, who arrived at the Citadel to lay claim to the Sword of Zariel. After defeating him and returning him back to his abyssal plane, he had warned you all that you won't get to Zariel, as he has led an incursion upon the devils. So this massive war has erupted, as it always does, at the base of Elturel and around the River Styx, with a 1 mile radius in every direction. So you guys have had to chew through the blood war, and you've made your way through, fighting through various devils and forces that have attempting to stop you or accost you. You fought your way through some horn devils and made your way through this hellish landscape of fireballs streaking across the sky and noxious gases blurting out of the ground. As you've made your way further and through this mile-long gauntlet, you'd come across Lucille, Zariel's commander, a pit fiend dressed in heavy armor, wielding an infernal battle standard and this wicked-looking helm. And Lucille seemed to be occupied. A bunch of Hezrau demons were clawing at the pit fiend, preventing it from actually really getting to you guys. However, when Lucille spotted Zygon, Lucille has been named as Zygon's mortal enemy from drawing a card from the deck of many things, and Lucille instead turned his attention from the demons to Zygon. We ended the session with you guys fighting all of these creatures. So we'll go around just to recap the situations so everyone knows what's going on in this battle. Raven, you're currently poisoned by the Hezrau stench. You are frightened from the pit fiend. You've got Bless on from Nico, and you've got you're in the scavenger. Yeah, scavenger.
Yep.
Zygon, you're in the tormentor. You've got up oh no, actually I think you cast Bless, right, Zygon?
No, I did not. I don't remember who gave us the bless.
You did a smite. You did a wrathful smite. And,
yes.
Oh, that actually got expended as well. So you're not concentrating anymore on that. Alright, so you're just in the back of the tormentor. Bargle, you're frightened of Lucille. You'd recklessly attacked last turn, and you're blessed. Oh yeah, it was Lulu that blessed everyone actually. And did Lulu lose that? I don't see a concentration marker. I don't think she did. Maybe I just forgot to give her the marker. We'll say that she still got it up. And Gerald, you've become immune to Lucille's frightened effect by making the save. You're just in one of the weapon stations on the scavenger. You've got Bless up, and you are concentrating on
Hex, I believe.
Yeah. You've got who have you hexed? I don't think you've hexed anyone yet. You're still just concentrating on the spell. Alright, all these Hezraus were hit with a synaptic static as well, so they're all messed up from the psychic energy. Then Nico's flying in the air with his radiant light bursting out of the Sword of Zariel, and has also done this massive maelstrom here. Okay. Oh, did I lose the turn order? What happened to the turn order?
It's there.
That
I
is
see
weird.
Nico at the top.
I don't see it on my screen.
Oh, then you should refresh because I see Nico,
Yeah.
Raven, Bargle, Gerald.
Okay. I don't know why it's disappeared like that. I'll reload, but in the meantime we'll just we'll get started as well. If I can actually pop this page out. Doesn't want to let me. I think maybe Firefox is just completely shit itself. Anyway, it's who's it? Nico's turn.
Yep, Nico.
Okay. I'm reloading. Actually, it won't take me a second to get back in. I just reload. There we go. The turn order miraculously reappeared.
Yeah, no worries. Even if the turn order wasn't there, we'll definitely tell you when all the people move, and then it's weird. Lucille lost a turn. It's weird.
Part 3.
Okay. All right. The turn order has reappeared now. Let me just get to where you guys are on the map. Here we are. Okay, I'm controlling Nico. Nico is engaged with Lucille, and
Oh my god, he's getting married.
Yeah, it's a big deal when an angelic creature and a pit fiend fall in love and marry.
I know. They make little crotch goblins.
Nico's just gonna try a.
What am I doing?
Oh,
There he is.
he's here.
You're taking your turn.
Okay, hold on.
Kill, boy, kill.
You're. I'll take your turn for now while you're still getting in here.
Okay,
What would Nico do? I'll roll for you.
I don't really know what we're doing.
Okay.
We're
You're
fighting a
attacking
big
the
baddie.
thing. That's what you're doing.
Oh, okay, I'm attacking a pig feed.
Okay. Alright, yeah, we just literally finished the recap. Okay, so Raven, you're up. You need to make a Constitution save against these Hezral's stench.
Alrighty. Blah.
You're still poisoned by this thing.
Alrighty. Then I will have to shoot the big guy because,
That's a hit. Now you hold your hand up towards Lucille. The Eldritch Blast crashes into the mighty pit fiend.
Gonna hit him again.
It's a miss. As you're
One
reeling
more
from the
time.
stench, and it's hard to face Lucille. Another beam goes awry. 13 is a miss. At the end of your turn, you get to repeat the Wisdom save for the fear effect.
Okay. I'm so wise.
You manage to not succeed. Okay. Bargle,
Raven's good.
you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna stay reckless on the Hezral northwest of me.
Alright, you have advantage and disadvantage. And that's a hit. Alright, you chomp the axe through this demon, and it's looking slightly injured now.
Wait, am I raging or not?
No.
Bonus action rage.
Okay. Alright, you take a second attack, but that's a miss.
Yep.
You just tremble in the presence of Lucille. Make a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Oh, that's right.
Try and get out of that. Raven, you have bless as well. You didn't add a d4 onto your roll.
Oh, alright.
So roll a d4, Raven. Alright, with a 21, you actually succeed, Raven, so you're no longer frightened from Lucille.
Woohoo!
Bargle, you're still petrified from this pit fiend. And Gerald, you're up. The stench from the Hezrals does not bother you as well.
Alright.
Pretty sure you made the save earlier.
Yeah. I believe I did as well. I will use the Quicken Spell Metamagic to cast Greater Invisibility on myself as a bonus action.
You vanish out of sight.
As my action, I will Eldritch Blast the Hezral to the west of me.
Alright, you'll have advantage.
push it back 10 feet.
Alright, the beam point blank crashes into this mighty toad-like demon, the necrotic energy blistering its flesh as it's driven into the swirling whirlpool.
Second blast, I'm going to aim the same one.
Hit.
10 feet again.
Oh yeah, no necrotic damage.
No hex.
Okay.
Yeah, that's down from greater invisibility.
Oh yeah, another crash as the beam hits the Hezral on the chest and knocks it into the center of the swirling maelstrom.
And the last beam will fly out to the one to the south of me.
That's a hit.
And another 10 feet.
It slides along the ground as the force energy splits open its demonic flesh.
And that will be my turn.
The Hezral lets out a snort and a snarl, and it actually maintains its focus on you, Gerald. It jumps back onto the vehicle and attempts to claw at you. Disadvantage. And it has a minus 1d6. It completely misses. It moves its claw through the air. It tries again. And you tilt your head back, and 18 just bounces straight off the vehicle. And then, with both its claws firmly attached to the scavenger, it leans forward with these little jagged teeth that attempt to bite you. And it hits.
Will reaction shield.
As the teeth sink into you, the reaction kicks in, and woof, the Hezral's head is just knocked back, bouncing off the shield. Lucille is going to try and get out of this holy light. Provoking an opportunity attack from Nico.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah. No.
It's a miss. Sword of Zariel clangs off of Lucille's heavy armor. The Pit Fiend looks down at Zygon and smiles through this helm. You see these wicked jaws opening up at the base of the helm.
You're mine, little mortal.
And it swings its flaming mace at Zygon.
Your mom.
The mace actually bounces off the Tormentor. The protective guards on the side of the Tormentor give you half cover, so that misses. Stay still! It reaches for you with this gigantic clawed hand, and it manages to hit you. The claws sink into you as it squeezes you for 12 slashing damage. It doesn't grapple you, but it picks you up. Ah! You can see this poison dripping out from the helm, and it tries to take a bite out of you, Zygon. But, ow! It accidentally bites your armor instead. Oh, I broke a tooth! It throws you back down into the vehicle, and it spins around, this wicked armored tail whoosh, lashing out at you, Zygon, with a fourth attack. And the tail ting, clangs off the vehicle once more. Lulu is going to yell at Lucille, "Stay away from him, you big meanie! Take this!" And she lets out a 60-foot cone of vibrant sparkles that wash all over Lucille as she extends her trunk forward and just lets loose her trumpet. Lucille lets out a roar as all these scintillating little multicolored lights begin to hiss as they burn into the Pit Fiend's flesh. Bob looks at you, Raven. My lord, my commander, my god, what would you have to do?
Keep yelling at them to go fight. And, you know what? Hit this guy up here. because
Oh, that's what the bless icon was for, is for the leadership, which is basically the same thing as the bless. It wasn't actually Lulu's bless.
And now hide.
Alrighty, he holds up his greatsword and gives you all a speech of inspiration, and he yells out, "By the word of Raven, slay these mighty beasts!" And he kind of whimpers a little bit, and then he just completely misses the Hezrau, and he does get a wisdom save at the end of his turn for the fear. He has advantage as well because he's brave, but he's not brave enough.
Not quite.
Zygon.
Okay. Let's see. I'm out of second level spell slots. So I'm actually going to go ahead and bonus action. Let's go ahead and try for the Wrathful Smite again. And then let's start swinging. First attack on Lucille, of course.
That hits. The Warhammer slams into the Pit Fiend, and Psychic Energy rings up through its mind. 17 points of damage.
Yep, and then I'll go ahead and then pop a little smite there. Give him a little something extra to remend.
Alrighty, that's another 23 radiant damage as the Warhammer slams into Lucille's armor. Radiant energy flares through the gaps of the Pit Fiend's armor. Lucille seems slightly bothered by that as the Pit Fiend makes a wisdom save. It actually whimpers a little bit. It becomes frightened of you.
Okay.
Ow!
Why? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and swing again.
I don't know why I'm doing this, Zygon. Stop it! And that hit, you just jump up and smack the Pit Fiend over the face for another 17 damage. I'm just doing it because the card told me to.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and smite again. This time on the third level.
No.
Do a little something extra.
And more radiant energy just burns into the Pit Fiend for 24 damage, and Lucille is looking pretty damn hurt by this stage.
Okay, that is my turn. Click on it. Boop.
Nico.
Okay. I'll just move over one more to try and get the aura with me. And then I will... Looks like people are feeling a little hurt. So I'll do one of those. Plus 7.
Alright, a green glyph.
So 21. I think it should get everyone.
Yeah, the green glyph traces on the ground, and then these green motes of light rise upwards, and as they wash over you, small cuts and abrasions start to heal up the wounds, and you see the injuries start to vanish. So everyone gets 23 points of healing. Thanks, Nico! I'm feeling way better!
Thanks,
Okay.
Nico.
And then, yep, I'll have... Yeah, that's the end of my turn, and then Corgi will just try to flame seed one of the Hazrazus over here. At disadvantage, I think, so.
That hits. The flame seed smashes into the Hezrau, scorching it slightly for 4 damage. Great.
Alright.
Make a con
Winner.
save for the Hezrau stench. And it's still making you sick. I
don't like it.
You do have bless though. Well, we get a.
No,
It's not
we
bless,
got
but
the.
it's a 1d4 on attack
Right.
rolls and saves from Bob, who's clearly the leader of this party. He
That's right.
he says he grabs you by the shoulder, Raven, and he whispers to you, "Don't worry. I wet my pants too, multiple times." And that just fills you with inspiration, and you're no longer poison. In fact, you're completely immune to the Hezrael stench.
Woohoo! I don't like it anyway, so I'm gonna hit the one in front of me and push it back 10 feet.
That's a hit. And, oh, did we skip the Hezrael's turns before? I think we did, for some reason.
No.
They're gonna go next.
Not.
Oh, they all went after Gerald's and
Oh,
tried to
only
beat
one
him
of
up.
them went. I forgot that they're all on the same turn order. The rest will go in a second. Alright,
Alright.
a 12 is a miss, Raven.
Okay.
You're at
And,
disadvantage because you're within 5 feet.
right, so try again.
That's another miss. The beam just bounces off the Hezrael's flesh.
One more.
That's a hit.
There we go. That'll push him back.
Alright, the beam crashes into this toad-like demon, and you knock it back 10 feet into the maelstrom.
Sweet.
Alright, we're going to take the Hezrael's turns now. I forgot that they're all going on the same initiative count rather than separate as they usually do. Except for this one, that's already had its turn. Alright, this one's going to make a strength saving throw against the maelstrom. It managed to resist, so it starts wading its way through the water. And it gets that far. This one is going to try to tear into Bob with a claw attack. That hits Bob
Oh, God,
for
man.
13 slashing damage. It tries.
No, not our precious leader. No.
I'm okay, guys. He holds up a thumb, and the Hezrael tries to bite his hand off.
I got this.
It chomps down on Bob,
My thumb.
and it bites off his whole hand, or bites onto his hand, and then Bob collapses. Into the
Waggles his
driver's seat.
eyebrow.
Hezrael lets out a screech, and actually, it does have synaptic static, so that might have missed. Nope.
Nope.
21 still hits him. Alright, and now this attack will be on Bargle. It tries to claw with its other claw at Bargle. And that misses you, Bargle, with a 13. This guy is going to rush you, Bargle, and the demon's eyes are narrowing as the bright light from the Sword of Zariel seems to be somewhat blinding it. So it attacks at disadvantage, but it still feverishly tries to tear into you, Bargle. It's advantage and disadvantage. First attack, it's a crit. It claws into you for, that would be 5 points of slashing damage with your resistance and heavy armor. It's going to claw at you again. And it hits. That hits you for 6 points of slashing damage with your resistance and heavy armor. And then finally, a bite. These things, they're not able to actually resist the save for synaptic static, so they're just eternally messed up. The bite misses you, and there's just one more Hezrael. And this one jumps on Lucille, trying to claw and bite at the Pit Fiend. Albeit pretty feebly. But it does manage to chomp on to Lucille's leg. Its sharp fangs piercing into the Pit Fiend's flesh through its armor. And actually Lucille seems to resist that damage too. Okay. Bargle, you're up now.
Alright. Attacking the damage Hezrael on the left. Staying reckless.
That hits it. Actually, you don't have the plus 1d4 anymore. You look down at Bob, and when he's all in a big bloody mess on the ground, he doesn't really tend to inspire you anymore. That misses.
Oh, I thought it was blessed from...
No,
It's-
it was
it's,
Bob's.
It's not.
Oh, it was all Bob? Oh,
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
It was Bob and his
Bob.
his courage, his courageous leadership.
His leadership, yes.
Oh, great.
And that's a crit.
Wow.
See, you're avenging Bob.
You can actually concentrate a lot more clearly now that Bob isn't like whining in your ear constantly about how he wet himself. You bring down the great axe and split it straight into the Hezrael's skull. Ichor drips down its head, and the toad-like demon lets out a roar of agony.
Still not dead. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna burn my surge.
You've got a bonus action too, don't forget.
Yep.
Alright, you do an action surge for 3
I'm still
more
gonna burn
attacks.
Yeah.
Hit. And you hack into it again, another 30 damage. This thing still does not go down. Hit. Finally, as the great axe sinks into the Hezrau, its flesh begins to liquefy as it melts down into a pile of virulent ichor.
And then bonus action attack the northeast one.
Hit. You swing the axe around and it slices it near its neck for 25 damage. The Hezrau looks slightly injured. Gerald.
Gerald's going to gather up shadowy energy and release a flurry of eldritch blasts at the Hezrau to the west.
Alright, you have advantage on these attacks. And first one is a crit. Straight in the Hezrau's face.
Push it back 10 feet.
Flies up in the air, splashes down to the swirling maelstrom. And another crit. Actually, I think you had that one
Well,
on
the first one I had incorrect because I cast my Hexblade Cursed Eldritch Blast, so that first one was on a crit.
Okay. Alright, so 3 less damage. Alright, second one crashes into the Hezrau. It's a direct face shot. That one's starting to look pretty worn down. And that's another hit. Another beam assaults the Hezrau, slamming down onto its froggy head.
And push it back 10 feet.
And you knock it back to the center of the maelstrom. We've actually got a template for this as well. Had one hanging around, which is more accurate. Looks more swirly. There we go, we'll use that instead.
Using the Quicken Spell Meta Magic, I'm going to do it again.
Hit.
This one here.
Okay. Alright, the beam taps the Hezrau. Hit. Another beam slams into it. You start to hear a few cracks and crunches. And that's a hit. And another beam slams into its ribs.
Be my turn.
You hear the Hezrau start to croak as they're drenched in their own ichor. The two inside the maelstrom going to make strength saves. They don't seem to be too bothered by the magical whirlpool. And this one's going to go first. It's going to leap out of the pool of water and jump through the air with its claws raised. It attacks Raven.
Of course it does, don't be ridiculous.
And whoosh, that misses. The 20 bounces off the armor of the scavenger. Other claw attack. You got 20. You got 21 AC against these attacks. That's a miss as well. It just swipes through the air. When it lands, it turns its head and it tries to chomp you, Raven.
I'll break your tooth.
And it bites onto the side of the scavenger. 19 misses you. This guy is going to try and swim out of this maelstrom. And he'll get... he'll get up to here. Let me move this dead one. Oh, actually, there's still a big pile of vicious ichor on the ground there. The Hezrau splashes in the puddle and is not bothered by it. This guy, he doesn't really seem to care too much about being in the bright light. It's just focused on trying to rip Bargle limb from limb. So it's going to make some attacks at advantage and disadvantage on him. The first claw hits you, Bargle, and you take 3 points of slashing damage. The second claw is a miss, and then the toad bite is a 15, and it just chomps onto your armor. Finally, the other Hezrau is still clinging onto Lucille, trying to rip Lucille apart with its claws and teeth. And Lucille gets grabbed by the Hezrao. The Hezrao pulls Lucille down from the air a little bit, ripping a claw across the Pit Fiend. Actually, sorry, Synaptic Static misses. So it would just be the crit claw. So I'll just roll another 2d6. He tries to bite the Pit Fiend as well, but Lucille just kicks the Hezrao back. But Lucille's looking pretty beat up now as he's trying to fight off multiple adversaries. He does actually retort the Hezrao.
Back off of me, you freak toad! You disgust me, demon!
So the seal takes 6 damage and his movement speed is 0 because he's in my aura of conquest.
Alrighty. He turns around and he talks big to the Hezrao.
You disgust me, you toady demon!
And then he turns back to you, Zygon. I'm sorry! I just did what the card told me to! I don't know why I'm doing this! And it's gonna try and clock the Hezrao over the face with its mace. And it hits the demon hard. Although it's resistant to fire damage, the 28 damage still puts that Hezrao in a bloodied state. It's looking a little bit messed up. As Lucille's doing this movement, its tail's flicking around at you, Zygon. Disadvantage. And whoosh, your tail whipped for 22 bludgeoning damage. It's then going to do a claw attack at the Hezrao. Whoosh, tears a claw across the Hezrao's face. Vicious blows. And then finally tries to bite Zygon. The 4th attack. And misses. You hold up your shield and it just chomps your shield. And then does it get a save at the end of its turn? It has to use an action to try and get out.
Yep. Yep, it needs to use an action to do like the wisdom check.
Okay. He just keeps on crying a little bit, but talking big to the demon.
Oh, Seb, we forgot to do my wisdom save for the fear.
He can make that save, Boggle. And
Nope.
yeah, you're completely overwhelmed. You're not even sure if you can actually ever face this thing. Alright, Lulu's got both of these evil creatures lined up. I've still got a bit of juice left in me. And she does another 60-foot cone of sparkles that wash over Lucille and the Hezrao. All these little flittering magical butterflies sear into these creatures' flesh. They make their saves at disadvantage. That's the Hezrao who succeeds. And that's Lucille who succeeds. The little radiant sparkles still sear into their flesh. You see both evil creatures burning slightly, all these little searing rainbow colored motes of smoke rising up off the enemies. Alright, Bob can make a very courageous death saving throw.
Go, Bob!
And it's supposed to be a straight D20, but that's even less. You roll a 6. He's on 1 failure. Alrighty. Zygon.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Sorry. Yep, we'll just keep on swinging. First attack.
Why? It's like cowering. He's got his hands on his head. Ting! The Warhammer's going to bounce off of an 18.
Okay, second attack. That's a miss too. Okay. Anything bonus? Nope, that's it. Just concentrating on my thingy. On the fear.
Oh, do you still need to concentrate on that?
Yeah, it's a concentration spell. So I guess that's the other way he can get out of it. Is by...
Alright. Nico.
Alright. Pretty sure that the maelstrom is unhelpful at this point. So I'll throw up a bless to folks around me. I get 3?
Yeah.
I'll go Zygon, Bargle, and Gerald. I can see him with the true sight, right? Or no?
Yeah, you can. You can see invisible creatures. Now you guys get
And
blessed
then-
plus 1d4 on attacks and saves.
And then yeah, I guess Puppy will just shoot at the hurt Hezru over there. Why not? Poof.
Hit. The flame seed cracks and explodes, scorching the Hezral, adding to its injury.
Okay. Clicking. It ain't doing. Let me try again. Okay, there you go.
Raven.
Gonna shoot that one a couple times.
You're at disadvantage. This one screams in your face. 15 misses. That hits. The beam lets out a loud crack on impact. The Hezral's very badly hurt. You fire a third beam. The Hezral turns. It's spiked back, and the beam disperses, missing the demon.
Alright, and then I'm gonna bonus action Bob. Come on, Bob, get up! Damn you!
So I was saying, truce. Always.
And then she
Look.
put her hand on my thigh and... What? Where am I?
Look both ways before crossing the street. Boggle.
Alright, the very damaged Hezral to the left.
That's a hit. And the Hezral just splits in two, turning into a thick ichor that seeps out onto the ground.
The one northeast.
That's a hit. You embed the axe into its side. Rust-colored ichor drips out onto your blade, onto the ground. You pull the blade out. There's this vicious cavity in the Hezral's torso. It croaks at you.
Alright, and bonus action.
And that's another hit. The axe thumps into the demon as you continue cutting it down. It's very badly hurt. Don't forget a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Yep.
Bob was
Thank
supposed
you.
to make one too, actually. You can make that now, Raven. Alright, Bargle, you're still terrified of Lucille. Even though he's like cowering and crying and putting his hand on his head.
Taking the stench one?
Fargo, call upon the celestial light that's all around you. You can beat this fear. Or just pinch your nose.
I thought I beat the fear already,
Yeah.
you said.
The, Bob? No. He needs to make a
Oh.
wisdom save. He has
Oh,
advantage.
okay.
That
Sorry,
was for his
okay.
last turn when he made the death save. He still gets a wisdom save at the end of his turn. Okay.
Bring me my brown pants!
Cheryl.
Alright, Eldritch Blast at the Hezral to the south.
Hit. The beam
10 feet.
collides with the demon and it slides along the ground. Hit.
Another 10 feet.
Again, the beam hits it in the torso, sliding it back. The fourth one misses as the Hezral turns to the side.
Let me roll my bless.
Oh yeah. Hit.
Another 10 feet.
Continues sliding back, and its flesh is all cracked, blistered, and opened up with ichor dripping down everywhere.
That'll be my turn.
Alright, it's the demon's turn. This one's gonna attack Bargle. First claw attack. Miss. Actually, might hit. No. The highest it can get is a 19, and your AC is 20. With your
That one's in the sparkly light too, anyway. So.
Oh yeah, so it's a natural one. It tries to claw at him again. Miss. It roars and then attempts to bite him. And it does bite onto you, Bargle. It chomps you for, well, it's a big bite. 8 points of piercing damage with all your resistances. The one that just got pushed back, it gallops along the Avernian wasteland. rushing raven. It jumps through the air and it tries to claw at him. And it opens up with a crit. The claw slashes you for 13 points of damage. It then claws again. And the 21 hits you. A second claw slashes you for 8 points. It tilts its head forward, opening up in its mouth. It chomps the side of the vehicle. And finally, the other Hezrel on Lucille continues going crazy with just these was just wailing on Lucille, but most of the attacks are just hitting Lucille's armor. They all miss.
You big meanies again!
He says. And he's going to do a mace attack at you. He screams as he grabs his helm from the psychic energy. Ah! And then he clocks you with the mace. There's an explosion of fire out from the handle all the way up to the head of the mace. And you're hit for 34 points of damage.
Stop it!
He tries to bite you, Zygon. And he misses you with the bite attack. Meanwhile, his tail whips back at the demon. And whoosh, 18 hits. The tail slaps the Hezrel quite hard. You hear a sickening thud and a crack. And then he's going to try and grab you, Zygon, with just a claw attack. Which he does. He grabs you and squeezes you for 16 slashing damage. And he just again says,
I don't know why I'm doing this, but I must. Because you're a big meanie.
Lulu screams at him. And Lulu's going to she's going to charge. And the little Holophant just headbutts Lucille and bounces backwards, doing a double somersault back.
Lulu, how do we turn you big again?
I can do that, but not now.
Bob.
Alright. Bob's gonna hit this guy up here.
Permission to stand up? Actually, I think it's better if I don't stand up. I can...
You can lead while sitting down. It's fine.
Alright, he holds his head down and he closes his eyes and he pokes his greatsword up towards the Hezrel, but he's just poking the air. He gets a wisdom save at the end of his turn. He also needs a con save for the stench.
Actually, doesn't he get a crit because I'm attacking it and I'm raging with Wolf?
Yeah, but he's at disadvantage because of.
It's a straight roll.
It's flat roll here, line. Yep.
Right,
Shit.
He's poisoned. He's frightened. This is your party leader,
he's messed
by the way.
up.
He's got like every status effect possible. Alrighty, he misses, and he's still frightened, and he's still poisoned. And we're over to Zygon.
But I haven't run away yet.
Yes, that's the important. Okay, give me a second. Let's go ahead and start swinging. First attack. That's failure. Second attack.
That is a hit. The Pit Fiend grabs your arm with that first attack. You pull your arm back, and then you just bring the Warhammer up with an uppercut.
That'll be my turn.
Lucille is very
really
messed
low.
up, and its helm falls off, and you just see this typical looking Pit Fiend head. Horns, red skin, and spittle dripping from its maw. Nico.
For thematic purposes, I so badly want to hit him with this sword, but I don't think I have any chance at actually doing that.
Go ahead, do it anyway.
I'll call down a sacred flame upon him.
Alright, the holy fire falls down onto Lucille. And it just rolls off the Pit Fiend like water off a duck's back.
I shrug. Corgi will go for the south one, I guess, to try and do something. Aha! He misses. Alright, well that was eventful.
Ouch! Alright, I'm gonna shoot the one that's south of me and push it back 10 feet.
Miss.
Again?
Hit. The
Woohoo.
beam knocks the Hezrel back.
And then I'm gonna shoot him again. Well.
Sparkles come out of your hand.
Damn it.
You look down and you kind of slip brave and you realize there's like peel over the scavenger floor for some reason.
Clean that up someday.
Boggle.
Alright, attacking the one in front of me, staying reckless.
It's a miss. And another miss. Both wild swings only fly through the air.
And then I'll
Don't be
attack the
afraid.
second win.
Don't be afraid, Bargo.
I shrug off some of the injuries. And you get a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Oh, am I still stenchified with him that far away?
You're not poison, Raven. You already made the saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Gerald.
Gerald will Eldritch Blast the Pit Fiend to the sorry, not Pit Fiend, the Hezrel to the south.
Hit. And that beam goes straight through the demon.
Do it again!
Hit. You push another one through the demon's chest. The beam bursts out its back and the Hezrel falls down before melting into a slick puddle of ichor.
This one adjacent Bargle.
Alright, you whip around, point your hand at it, and direct hit. The beam slams into its face. It's very badly hurt.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Lucille grabs his helm.
Get out of my head, Zygon!
The other Hezrals aren't going?
Oh yeah.
6.
Okay, but
They're gonna go now, actually. I'll deduct that 6 now, though. Okay. This guy just keeps on trying to attack Bargle. Advantage and disadvantage. It'll take the actually it'll have the insight too now. Move out of the way of the holy light and then attack Bargle at advantage. Doesn't like that light. Miss. Miss. And a hit. A 20 hits you. As it bites down onto you, Bargle, your armor absorbs most of that and it doesn't really bother you too much. You take 3 points of piercing damage. The other demon continues tearing into Lucille, or at least attempting to. But it's 20 hits. It's not doing very much, but Lucille is getting worn down to the point where it looks like the Pit Fiend is going to drop soon. Alright, Lucille screams out from the psychic energy flooding its mind and tries to put Zygon down.
Die!
Ting! It bounces off the lip of the vehicle. It tries to bite you. And it hits. It chomps you for 21 points of piercing damage. You need a con save for the Pit Fiend poison. The poison doesn't bother you at all. The Pit Fiend then looks up to the sky and you can tell that it's trying to break away from the fight, but there's something else compelling it to stay on you, Zygon.
I can't control myself!
He continues his volley of attacks on you, Zygon. He tries to tail whip you, miss, and then he tries to claw you, and the claw bounces off the vehicle. And Lucille just stays there. Lulu comes in with another headbutt and just bounces straight back off Lucille. Bob.
Alright, Bob is going to swing better. At the one in front of him.
He gets a con save as well for the poison, which he's been poisoned this entire time. The greatsword misses the demon narrowly. And his second attack is another miss.
Alright.
With a 14. He gets a wisdom save at the end of his turn. He does have advantage on these saves as well, but he's still frightened.
Okay. Is it my turn? Yes.
It is.
Okay. Swing.
That hits, and you just hit Lucille in the chest with a big thump. The pit fiend's still standing.
Alright, swing again.
And finally, we get the better of this pit fiend. As it opens up its mouth for another bite, and its red eyes glow as they are set onto you, Zygon. You take the warhammer, and with one almighty swing, you crash it in to the pit fiend's skull. It caves in the pit fiend's skull. It drops its infernal battle standard. Its helm's already on the ground. Lucille falls down onto his knees, and there's a brief moment of realization in its eyes as it's now being relinquished from the deck of many things, and you've slain your chosen enemy.
You gained
Hooray. Also, I am at 11 health, so, you know, help guy out.
Bob gives you a thumbs up. That's more than me.
Alright. That's it. Oh, I also stopped concentrating on the thing.
Alright, the demons immediately turn their attention towards you guys now, or at least this one does. Nico.
Okay. I'll help you out with that 3 hit point thing. So that's 4, 6. So plus 6 to that, and then a little puppy power. So 20,
that's
34.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Plus 6, so it should be 40.
40, yeah.
40. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I didn't add the plus 6. 40. There you go. Add another 6, just for you. And then he'll spit at the one on the south there, and miss. Okay.
So
Good job.
breaks on the Hezrael's spike back.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit the one to the north. Hey, I'm not frightened anymore, right? Finally?
Yeah. Those of you that were frightened of the pit fiend, no longer frightened.
Well, that's still a miss.
Hit. You hear a crack as the beam hits the Hezrael in the face. It's almost dead. Hit. And
Good job, Bob. Poke it.
it melts
Good
down
job, Bob.
into a sickening puddle. Sparkle.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna whip out the heart, use a harpoon and shoot it at the Hezrael to the southeast of us.
Okay. You whip it out in the wrong direction, and you just fire a bolt off into the sky.
Load the harpoon backwards.
Gerald.
Eldritch Blast at the one remaining Hezrael.
Hit. Beam taps it, beating it down. Hit. That's a solid hit. That beam penetrates the Hezrael's chest before the third one hits, and slams it down onto the ground. Hezrael proceeds to just melt into a puddle of viscera. blood and gore and bones, demon flesh. We did it! We killed your mortal enemy, Daigen! That was the one that...
Through the power of friendship.
It's helped
Yes.
Dario!
Power of friendship.
You deserve to pay! Yeah! Alright, the demons continue sizzling about, sizzling away. You can hear the... it's kind of almost like a very acidic pile hissing and spitting as they continue to melt. The Pit Fiend's dead, and on the ground next to it is this infernal battle standard. Some sort of banner that it uses in battle, and it looks magical. And there's also this truly wicked looking demonic helm, which also looks quite special. They're just laying on the ground next to the Pit Fiend.
Alright, we'll take them.
Yeah, we'll take them all. Like,
At least so somebody else cannot use them against the...
Maybe we can command their demons with it.
yeah, sure, that's why.
Okay. Alright, so it's a magic fiendish helm that needs to be identified. Whoops. And then helm. And then a magic battle standard, which also needs to be identified. Okay. You guys gather those up. There's not much left of the Hezraels unless you want to collect up some Ichor.
So we can go faster.
Or break. I think it's very risky. I mean...
Alright, let's go then.
Alright, Lulu's driving the Tormentor, and Bob, he's going to drive the Scavenger. He's going to recover from that poison, and get back up. 1 minute spells are going to expire now too.
Okay.
Sweet.
I have these blood greater healing potions, Zygon. I don't know what they do. Would you like to consume ones?
Sure.
I have
I like blood.
I have a good number of them. If you want to take like 2 of them.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a couple.
Okay. It's a healing potion that seems to be made from blood. Brewed from blood. Are you like taking them as in drinking them?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Okay. Alright, you down one, and it's pretty hard to down these things. You really feel like it's literally just drinking a vial of blood. However, the first one, it heals you, and you gain 6 points of healing, Zygon. And
They're greater
oh,
healing potions.
Alright, I'll roll another 2d4 plus 2 so I can add that on. It's 44 plus 4. As you down that, you drink a little down, it makes you feel a lot better, and you let out a bit of a burp, but that's not all. You shit your pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Tiger, what was that? I know we're in a rush, but man, just say something. We can stop off and. Oh.
That was his trumpeting sparkle right there.
Yeah, that was my sparkle. That was my aura of conquest.
Make a deception
Yeah.
check.
It stinks.
Yeah, that's some sort of conquest, alright. And you drink the other one.
Yeah, sure. I've already shit my pants. Why not?
Alright, roll another 44 plus 4. It heals you up. nice and good. And as you, take off your helm to down the potion, suddenly you notice all of these disgusting red boils start to pop up all over your flesh, and your nose, it kind of becomes long like a witch with warts on the end of it.
Cool.
Hey, can I pop one?
I'll fix that later. It'll be okay. Let's just go for now.
Okay.
Lulu,
Hopefully it doesn't rub against the front of your helmet.
I had to start making bad witch impressions, like, I'm gonna get you, my pretty.
I missed it from the inside out.
Lulu's gonna move 5 feet away. I'm just gonna move up a little bit. It's easier to steer from the front. Let's go! And you guys, I'll move the vehicles for you. You guys, Bob's driving one, Lulu's driving the other. You guys continue cruising through the blood war. All around you, demons fight devils. You see flying demons and devils accosting each other in the air, and low-level demons fighting low-level devils and other more serious fiends, tackling each other, ripping each other apart. As demons get destroyed, they turn into puddles of ichor. As devils' bodies are destroyed, they hit the ground, but their ranks are soon replaced by the never-ending supply of souls of the damned that enter hell. More devils are made as more people are condemned to Avernus, and they're then transported right to the front lines of the blood war. All of a sudden, you guys see Bob and Lulu just look up, and then they slam on the brakes, and you see this massive fireball screeching through the sky, coming straight down in front of you all. They manage to stop the vehicles about 30 feet short, and as the fireball hits the ground, you realize that it's not actually a fireball, it's a very incredibly quick fiend, a demon, a Baldur. It's huge, absolutely massive, the biggest demon that you guys have ever seen, towering easily 20 feet tall or more. Very ancient and terrible evil. It wields a flaming whip in one hand and a longsword that seems to channel the power of the storm. It looks angry, and it has fiery smoke snorting out of its head. It has somewhat of a goat's head and two large wings that resemble the wings of bat. One of them is black and one of them is red, and it's very muscular, and it lets out a demonic roar as it lands. It's definitely here to fight you guys. But as it lands and you guys ready yourselves for a fight with this terrible evil, it turns its head to the side, and you see these 3 flittering bone devils wielding halberds flying through the air, chasing after the Baldur. With an explosion of fire, it leaps to its feet and it screams off deeper into the blood war as the 3 bone devils chase it away.
Where's Arya?
They disappear into the smoke, the haze, and the fog of war.
Whoa! Gee! What was that?
Lulu remarks.
I don't know. I only settled the devils, not the demons, while we were in Candlekeep.
Or they're pushovers.
Well, just be happy we didn't have to fight them, so let's keep going.
Oh yeah, I don't want to fight that thing. Did you shit your pants again, Tigan? Or was that the
I might have.
same shit from before?
It lingers.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, he's in armor, so it's like putting it in a can.
Let's keep going. Sorry, we're coming for you.
You guys power on through the Blood War. As you're driving as well, there's always little demons and devils that seem to wander out in front of the vehicle and you just run them straight over. A couple of speed bumps. And as you move up, you see a group of devils that have kind of broken away from the main battle and have just wandered in front of you guys. There is about a half a dozen spine devils, 4 bearded devils, 2 barb devils, and a bone devil. And they're clearly in your way.
Tree.
The spine devils are all 20 feet in the air, as is the bone devil. Only those of you with enhanced vision will probably see most of these devils. For those of you that don't have dark vision, you're probably just seeing the silhouette of the first few and closest devils towards you guys. And we'll roll initiative.
We'll see them as soon as we're centered.
Here we go.
It's a big ass map.
Alright, so flying devils are 20 feet in the air. Yeah, it's 1 mile long. This map is actually 1 mile long. So it's a very big map. Okay, so it's on. Flying devils are 20 feet in the eye. Devils that don't fly, they're just going to be on the ground. They all look stock standard. Bearded devils have their beards that kind of look like spiky snakes, and then they have glaives in their hands. And just change up the battle music. All right, this bearded devil, they don't seem to really care too much that you guys are on vehicles. The bearded devil runs to the side of the vehicle. It lunges forward and tries to hit Gerald with a glaive.
I'm hoping for some darkness.
Miss. Raven, you're up.
Alright, yeah, there's a lot of them, so, I think I like the dark. I cast it on, the vehicle.
Okay. It's gonna move with you guys. 15-foot radius of darkness with globe. 15-foot sphere. A spine devil's gonna skirt around, maintaining that height of 20 feet. It has a pitchfork in one hand and then it's flicking its tail down at you guys. A couple of spikes are gonna fly down at Lulu. The spikes just look like these large purple bristles, about a foot long. And that misses Lulu narrowly. It slams into the Tormentor, and then the tail spine actually explodes on impact. It does that again, and another tail spine explodes into fire and smoke. Nico.
Alrighty, move up a few here. Okay. Everything's they're all so spread out. No fun. Alright, I'll just call forth some silky goodness on the Bone Devil all the way in the back there. And try and hit with Sacred Flame. Bah.
Holy fire flutters down from the air towards the Bone Devil. And the Bone Devil is hit, but then the spell just rolls off of it. With its magic resistance, it succeeds.
Okay. I'll just he'll come up to the front and he'll dodge, and then that's the end of me.
Alright, Flame Corgi stays low and dodges. This bearded devil runs forward and it skirts around the side of the vehicle, trying to get out of the way where it's coming, and as you guys are running by, it's trying to hit you guys with glaives or whatnot, attacking Gerald at disadvantage. It completely misses. It tilts its head your way, Gerald, and all of these barbs try to hit you with its beard. and you see it coming way before it realizes where you are, and you just move back and dodge. 12 misses you.
What should I do, guys? Should I stop or should I keep moving?
She asks Nico and Zygon.
I mean, it depends. We don't want to leave our leader behind, so are they like? I'm gonna yell at. Are we stopping to kill these, or are we rushing through?
No, keep going. I can drive a stick.
Yeah, you heard the man.
Alright! Move!
She puts the pedal to the metal, and she just flies forward. Just cruising the full 100 feet. And she'll use a bonus action to dash. She'll leave all those devils in the dust. Move another 100 feet up.
See ya, suckers!
This bone devil is going to flutter down. And it's going to be 10 feet above the ground. Has this wicked looking hook pole arm in its hand, and it just looks like it's ready to use it. That's it. Meanwhile, as you guys have taken off to the north, the spine devils are gonna try and chase you guys down somewhat. It moves 40 feet, and let's see how far these spines are gonna go. Not far enough. That's it, it's gonna dash. This spine devil is going to attack the driver named Bob, but it's going to get in 20 feet. Well, 20 feet above the ground. And it's called Devil's Sight for a reason. The spine devil's going to attack Bob at advantage because Bob can't see it, but it can see Bob.
Crap.
The spine misses. Bob's AC is 23 against these attacks. Another spine explodes into fire. Miss. A barb devil is going to attack the driver. The barb devil creates these motes of flame that flicker in the palms of its hand, and it hurls them at Bob at advantage. Miss. Second flame. Miss. Third flame. Actually, sorry, it's only supposed to be 2. Disregard that last one. The Barb Devil sees you guys driving north, so it's going to try and run alongside the vehicle and move up a bit. This Spine Devil's going to fly up to be still 20 feet in the air and try and hit Bob with some spines.
Okay, Bob, they're going for Zygon. You're safe.
It flicks the spines down and both of them miss, exploding into flame on impact. A bearded devil runs forward. 30 feet it runs, and it's going to run and use half its movement speed to jump on the vehicle with you guys. Clings onto the side with a dash action. Alright, Zygon, you're up. You look behind you and you've left all the devils in the dust.
Yeah, okay. So this was a great idea. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot at the. Can't even see one. Like
As you look behind you, you see this ever swirling haze, smog and smoke just rising up from all the heat and fire of the Blood War. It obscures your vision. It's dark here, and you've only got 60 feet.
yeah. So
Yeah, you've just got your dark vision, basically.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just shoot at where I thought one of them was. I don't remember. Can't quite remember. So.
You can pick a random square and ping a location.
Alright.
Just ping somewhere, and you won't know if
Yeah,
it hits or misses.
Yeah, it's like somewhere over there.
Whereabouts?
That's my turn.
I can see your ping.
Yeah, it's probably
Okay.
nowhere near that.
You hear Bob yell out, "Ah!" No, I'm joking. Bob doesn't yell that out. Okay, next Spine Devil is going to fly in, and they try to take out the driver for obvious reasons. Tail spines at Bob. Oh! Bob is hit
Bye,
for
Bob.
17 points of damage. He's unconscious. It's going to shoot Bob again. And miss. Alright, with no driver, the vehicles haven't stopped, so it just automatically, and he makes a death save, which he succeeds, it just automatically goes 100 feet. Now, that's 10 feet. When you guys continue careening forward, this Bone Devil has a ready to action. As soon as Bargle's in range, he's going to try and hook him at advantage from Devil's sight. You'll hit Bargle and it fishes you out of the vehicle, scoops you up. You become grappled. And you take 8 points of piercing damage. Your rage is expired already. So, yeah, you get fished up off the vehicle and the vehicle keeps on moving without you. Alright, so it's still going to go another 90 feet. I'm going to move the Spine Devil for a second. Alright, you guys continue cruising 90 feet. And a couple of Bearded Devils have some opportunity attacks there. Because even if you don't, the vehicle moves away from you, you actually still provoke with the vehicle rules. So the Barb Devils are going to take some attacks. Bearded Devils, sorry. I just realized the Bearded Devils are not at disadvantage to attack you guys either. So one glaive attack at Gerald, which misses, and one glaive attack at Raven, which misses. And Bargo, I gotta put you back. You're grappled by the Bone Devil now. Right there. This Bearded Devil is going to actually chase down the vehicle. It's going to take a dash action and get all the way up behind it. Bargle, you're up. Being grabbed by the Bone Devil. It's got you grappled, so your movement speed is 0.
I'm gonna. Oh, he's there. There, I can move. Alright, I can do weapon swap while grappled.
Yeah. This is 0 movement, is all it does.
Okay, yep, I'll switch to my glaive so I can reach him. Give him some Hellfire Glaive.
Some glaive on glaive action.
Bless.
Actually, no bless, so 17 misses. Just bounces straight off the Bone Devil. And again, the glaive misses. Ting! The Hellfire Glaive bounces off the Bone Devil's form. As other devils begin to surround you menacingly, they mock you.
Well, that's it.
A Barb Devil sneers as it closes the gap in between you and it. And with some massive balls of fire in its hand, it lobs them at you, Bargle. First one, splatters onto the ground. Second one, splatters onto the ground.
Dude, they have prescriptions for balls of fire now.
Gerald.
Okay, let's start by trying to get rid of some of these Bone Devils, or Bearded Devils. Get an Eldritch Blast this one here.
You've got Devil Sight, right?
Yeah, I can see in darkness.
Okay, let me fix out your vision so it's a lot clearer for you, because you're seeing in dim light. Should be regular light.
This guy here. We go.
That hit.
Alright, push him back 10 feet.
Alright, you knock the bearded devil off the scavenger. He tumbles out onto the ground, taking 13 force damage.
This one down here.
Hit.
Also knocking him back.
Alright, you knock that one off the vehicle and you lose both passengers.
And the spine devil as well.
I just realized that one's not supposed to be with you guys. Ignore that one.
Okay, well, this bearded devil again then.
Okay. It accidentally got tangled up with you guys. That hits the bearded devil.
And knock it back another 10 feet.
Alright, you knock it back. It's a hit for another 13 force damage. It's starting to look a little bit mangled up.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
As you guys cruise forward, Bob's unconscious. The vehicle's come to a stop now. A spine devil manages to flutter its wings and actually catch up to you guys. When it reaches this area, it focuses on Raven by flicking its tail down at him. Miss. Again. The spike slams onto the ground. Okay, next round. Bargle, you're basically like a pinata for all these devils. The bearded devil runs in behind you, trying to thrust its glaive into you. It misses with the glaive attack before flicking its beard at you. The beard whips you, and you need a con save against poison. You feel some sort of venom in the bearded devil's spikes.
Bargle, you need to get better armor.
You resist, and you take 6 piercing damage. 3 actually, because of your heavy armor. Raven.
I'm gonna hold up the standard and say, "What the hell are you guys doing? Lucy sent us to the front for Zario.
Alright, so
We're here to kill demons."
without identifying this obviously magic item, it doesn't really seem to have any effect. They look at it and it just kind of doesn't really affect them at all.
Oh,
They just
well,
smile as they look at you, thinking of what they're going to do to you once they've got you unconscious.
Oh man. Oh well. That was a good try. Guess I'm gonna get into the seat and drive back to pick up Bargle.
Alright, you can't be in that space because Bob's there. But you can,
Well, I'll pull him out.
you can pull him out and take his place. That will be an action to take him, to grapple him and move him out, Raven, so you won't be able to drive this round.
Alright.
You can jump in his space though. The vehicle's already come to a complete stop. Well, this spine devil flies overhead and tauntingly actually he's going to come in and try and he's just going to do some tail spines at you. One of the spines hit you and you take 5 points of damage. I think that should be a range. No, it's not a ranged spell attack. Alrighty. Nico.
Alright. They didn't show up. I'm gonna go see if I can figure out where the hell they went. 50. Okay. 30. I'm just counting 1, 2, 3. You're missing Bargle!
Yeah, he's down there.
I don't see him.
I know. Keep going.
Alright. Well, I'll stop here, and then I'll, I guess I won't stop here. I'll take a quick meander around this guy, though, because he looks like he might hurt me. 25, 85. Oh, I see him now. Yeah, he looks in bad shape.
How high are you off the ground?
I'll be up. I guess I could be up like 30 at this point.
Okay.
Alright, and then bonus action. I have another puppy. Alright, I'll chill here for now. Let me blink it.
Alright, the bearded devils will take turns trying to poke Bargle. He comes in with a glaive. Miss. Beard attack. Miss. Alright, Lulu,
I think we need to go back for them.
he says,
Oh no! They're not coming! Let's go!
Need to use the power of friendship. Let's go.
and she's going to use her action to move 100 feet.
Oh, there they are.
Hey guys! Wait, where's Bargo?
He's down there having fun.
He's down here.
Oh no! He's not in the glove compartment, is he?
Nope, that's reserved
looks
for
at Zygon.
Zygon friends only.
Alright, this bone devil, it has you hooked, and it just takes you up to a height of 30 feet in the air, chuckling at you. Keeping you 10 feet away from it.
Sorry. That was a mistake.
Up and up and up it goes. You're 10
Where it
feet in
stops.
the air, Bargle. 30 feet in the air, so. Actually, sorry, you'd actually only be 20. Doesn't quite lift you up to its level, it's just dragging you behind it. And as that's happening, this massive stinger tail, kind of looks like a scorpion's tail. A bulbous red spike whips towards you and completely misses. It's then going to twist the pole arm and just try to injure you some more with it, and it hits you for 11 piercing damage. It thrusts the pole arm into you a little bit more. This spine devil is going to fly back, and it's going to fly down onto the side of the vehicle and try to hit Lulu with its pitchfork a couple of times. It struggles with Lulu before leaping back into the air to a height of 20 feet, 15 feet. This spine devil is going to do a flyby attack on you, Bargle. It flies by you, it tries to hit you with a pitchfork a couple of times. Both of those attacks miss, and then it doesn't provoke an opportunity attack when it moves out of your reach. A barb devil with motes of flame hovering over its hand. It runs up towards Nico, and it throws a couple of these balls of fire up towards Nico. First attack completely misses. Second attack hits Nico. Nico's got resistance to fire, I think, or not?
Yeah.
Alright, you take 9 fire damage. And that's it. So devils begin to kind of close in around you guys. Meanwhile, these lesser spine devils, Bargle, they're just taking pot shots at you, doing a flyby attack. It chuckles a little bit. Tries to poke you a couple of times. More in a taunting fashion than actually trying to damage you. And it pokes you for 0 damage. It's going to try and bite you as well. Miss, you just face palm it backwards. The bearded devil is going to move out of the way of the incoming vehicle, and as it does that, actually it's gonna do a beard attack at Zygon, and it crits you with its beard.
Wow. Wow.
Make a con save for poison. Poison doesn't affect you, but you do get poked for 6 damage. As it does that, it's kind of tumbling back, and it provokes an opportunity attack from you, Zygon.
Which I will happily take.
That hits. You connect the bearded devil for 11 damage, and it's looking pretty injured. It then comes in at you with a glaive attack from 10 feet away. And it completely misses. The glaive just gets knocked to the side. You're up, Zygon.
Just a quick old, harpoon on that bearded devil.
Okay. You point the harpoon flinger straight at the ground and shoot. Direct hit on the ground.
Good job. Good job, me.
Bob would be proud if he wasn't dying. Alright, another Spine Devil does a bit of a flyby menacing attack at you, Bargle. A bite and a fork. Both of those attacks miss you. It just scratches your armor. Bob will need a second death saving throw.
Yeah, alrighty. Go, Bob, you can do it. Bob, he's our man. If he can't do it, too bad.
On 2 successes. The highest he's ever rolled.
He likes being unconscious.
This bearded devil's going to jump on the vehicle using half its movement speed. It gets up with you guys, Gerald and Raven. It's going to do a beard attack at Gerald. Miss. And a glaive attack at Raven. Hit. Actually, no, your AC is 23 now, Raven. Oh, no, sorry, 24. Because you're in the helm. Use your 3/4 cover. So
Sweet.
You just duck down and ting! Miss. It can't get there. Bargle.
Hold on. I'm gonna use my action to try to break the grapple.
Okay. The only thing keeping you aloft at the moment is the pole arm that's stuck into you. Make an athletics check to try and unstick it.
Oh, that's fine.
Alright, you pull it out of you, and you fall. Onto the ground, taking 9 bludgeoning damage, prone.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up. Five, 10, 15.
Do you miss your ostrich legs, Bargle?
Yes. I would have gone.
They were better for running.
I would have gotten 5 more feet. Yeah.
But it's harder to get up. But you do run farther.
Yep.
Alrighty. Get him! The devils screech out in Inferno as they point at you, Bargle. And he's going to hurl a ball of flame at you. Miss. As it's running up, a second mote of fire is flung at you. It spluts onto the ground. And then the Barb Devil runs up to engage you in melee. And ends its turn there. Gerald.
Alright, I'll hex the bearded devil to the south of me. And Eldritch Blast it.
I have a disadvantage for the first attack, or any attacks in melee. That hits.
Yep. I'm gonna push it back 10 feet.
Alright, again you knock this straggler off the vehicle. The force energy and necrotic makes the bearded devil bloody.
Second bolt at the same target.
Hit. And another beam slams into it.
Third bolt.
Hit. Yet another beam hits the bearded devil. This one hits it in the beard and snaps off some of these cords of poisonous devil flesh.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
This spine devil's all giddy, and it just jumps down to take the bearded devil's place. It's gonna try and take a nice chunk out of you with its fork, Gerald. That misses, and then it just disregards all table manners and just straight up tries to eat you with its hands. And it misses. It's then going to actually do a flyby. It can jump back up without provoking an opportunity attack from anyone. Alrighty. Am I missing some bearded devils? I feel like there's some that haven't gone. Mustn't have got them all in initiative. Let me just double check here, because
Cowards are hanging back.
They lack initiative. That's what the problem is.
oh no,
They're watching entertain.
This one's gonna chase down Bargle. As it's 10 feet away from you, it's already doing a thrust with its glaive. Missed, and then it comes in, basically trying to headbutt you, and you just push the bearded devil back as you're having this fight as well. Don't forget there's this backdrop of just this blood wall raging all around you, and occasionally a stray demon or devil on fire will come flying through the air before slamming onto the ground, killed from another combatant. Alrighty, Raven.
Alrighty. Gonna shoot this guy.
Okay. You're not driving.
Push him back?
Right. Well, you're in the driver's seat, but you're not actually driving.
Yeah.
Hit.
Back 10
And
feet.
he goes flying 10 feet into the air. He hits the ground and doesn't get back up. Glaive flies out of his hand.
Okay. And then this guy.
Hit.
And back 10 feet.
Heaps of spines break away from the spine devil as you knock it back 10 feet in the air.
Same thing again.
And that's another hit.
Hmm.
And that destroys the spine devil. A big crash from the impact, and then all these spines fly out everywhere. It spirals down before thumping onto the ground 20 feet.
Yeah, the devils aren't too bad. Oh.
The spine devil's going to actually just charge you, Nico. Trying to take a bite out of you at disadvantage. Gets hit with that blinding light. It tries to bite you, and it doesn't like that and just misses both of its attacks. Nico.
I respect him for that, for sure.
Right, yeah, like you respect everyone. And you don't respect
So
the
much
brave.
so that I can't even hit him. But I will roll around him a little bit over here.
Imagine Nico's just doing like a stabbing motion with the sword because you're not proficient. So you got like a dagger or something. You're just trying to poke it.
I'm proficient with the scimitar. How different can it really be?
Try concentrating on it being a scimitar. Maybe that'll work.
It's the curve. It's the curve of the blade that throws you off.
See, if we had gotten the sword first and then leveled, I would have picked one level of Hexblade to the sword, because I think that would have been cool thematically. But
Alrighty. This bearded devil is going to run forward, try to poke Bargle. Miss. Bargle's just tanking all of these attacks. As it's doing its attack, its beard moves independently, and like snakes, they lunge out at you. You get bitten by the snake. And you need a con save for the beard. It's a poison con save. You're not
I probably
poisoned.
should have moved now.
You take 7 piercing damage, or actually 4, sorry. It's not a magical attack. Alright, Lulu looks to Zygon.
Where next? Should we have some fun?
Well, let's help Buck a little bit more. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's run over things.
Alright, she drives forward and tries to run over the bearded devil with the tormentor. She doesn't even wait for you to answer. And the bearded devil managed to jump out of the way. She's going to, she's then going to drive down like this. And the bearded devil's going to get an attack of opportunity on Flame Corgi. Who's dodging. Miss. And then she's going to try and run over the Barb Devil with the Tormentor's crushing wheels. The Barb Devil jumps out of the way, and she'll just kind of bring it up here. And the Barb Devil's going to try and attack you, Zygon, with a tail attack. Miss. She tries to run him over, but they're going to just jump out of the way. She still screams like a maniac, though.
He's having fun.
The Bone Devil shakes his fist down at you, Bargle, angrily. And it's gonna swoop down to chase you. It doesn't like that blinding light, so it's gonna get out of it. And it's gonna be 10 feet above the ground. That's close enough for its hook pole arm. Miss. Then it's Stinger Tail at you, Bargle. And the barb of the Bone Devil's Stinger Tail pierces straight into you. Make a con save against poison. The poison doesn't bother you and your armor protects you. You take 29 points of damage. It still hurts like hell. Spine Devil up here near Raven and Gerald is going to just shoot some spines at Raven. Miss. And miss. And this one is going to shoot some spines at Zygon. Both lots of spines just explode into fire, missing you. As you're protected from the Tormentor's guards. The Barb Devil, the one right near Lulu, it's going to try and rip a claw into Lulu. Miss. Miss. It's going to use half its movement speed and jump on, and then with its long tail, it's going to kind of flick its tail at Zygon, and it crits Zygon straight over the face, popping all of those warts on your long nose. It hits you on the nose for 18 piercing damage.
Nice! Better than anti-zit cream.
The Barb Devil, it kind of scrunches up its nose as well.
Ugh. You look like someone shit themselves,
it says. This Spine Devil's going to harass Nico by flicking a couple of tail spines his way. They both just preemptively explode into little puffs of smoke and fire, missing him.
Noble efforts, Devil.
The Devil looks confused.
What you mean? I'm trying to kill you. Nothing noble about that.
You are doing your best jobs at that as well. You can only do as good as you can do. Can't do any better than that.
No one ever said anything so nice to me before.
The Bearded Devil snaps it into line.
Shut up, Spine Devil! Kill the enemy! Remember what you are!
And the Bearded Devil's going to run forward, and Bob's the only one in reach for the beard attack, so
Just be true to yourself.
the snake hits Bob, and Bob fails at 2 death saving throws, because that's a critical hit.
Okay.
He just plunges the snake into Bob's neck, and he's going to try and finish off Bob. Why not? He takes the glaive and plunges it down into Bob's chest, impaling him.
Bye, Bob. It was nice.
Bob, your
Was it
faithful
tough?
leader, is dead.
No.
Campaign is over.
Yep, I'm done.
I can animate him.
Everyone
It might
gives
as well
up.
be a 14 PK. We're done.
Zygon.
I
No,
didn't even...
our intrepid leader.
The
I'm going
bearded
to go ahead.
devil also makes a remark to Nico, and he says, Is this noble? As he jams the glaive through Bob's chest.
It sure is. You don't know him like we do.
You can only be with whatever you are.
There
Yep.
can be only one.
I'm going
A
to
leopard
swing it.
can change its spots. I respect that.
The
Okay.
bearded devil
Go ahead.
says, who is this guy? He respects everything.
I respect your anger at him respecting
Do you
everything.
respect the
All
way
right.
Zygon shit his pants, though?
It's very respectful. Swing.
I treat all beings, even my enemies, with respect. So yeah, I respect that he had the courage to do that. Not everyone would shit their pants in front of their friends.
Okay, meanwhile, Zygon just pummels the Bob Devil over the face. A few bristles break off from its spiky head.
Second swing.
And again, as radiant energy sears its flesh, the Warhammer crashes off a few more spines from this thing.
Should probably get off that bless. Alright, that's it.
This Spine Devil is going to flick spines down at Bargle. Miss, and then some spines over at Nico. And a spine sticks into you, then explodes into fire. And Nico, you take 9 points of damage. 6 piercing, 3 fire.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Bargle.
Oh, primary action disengaged. 5, 10, 15. That guy's flying. I'm gonna dress my move and hop on the vehicle.
Alrighty. You can cling onto the side. There's no available weapon stations.
Yep.
Get you back on the vehicle. The SWAT vehicle. The Barb Devil's going to rush you, Bargle. And as it's moving, before it gets to within 5 feet of you, it's tossing a couple of balls of fire at you. Miss and miss. Gerald.
This bearded devil's my hex target, correct?
Oh yes, I didn't put the marker on it, but yeah, that's your hexed one.
Eldritch Blast at that target.
Correct. $14 damage. The bearded devil is just hanging on.
Second bolt.
That hits, and you hear a loud thump. The necrotic energy melts the bearded devil's flesh. Dead.
Alright. The other bolt of this spine devil harassing us to the north there.
Yeah. You angle the beam up, it crashes into the spine devil, knocks it about in the air, and that one looks almost bloody.
Alright, and I will end my turn.
This bearded devil is going to rush around here and try to just attack Bargle, try to chase him down and glaive attack. Miss. Beard attack. That hits. One of the beards spiky Bargle, and you need a con save against poison. You resist the bearded devil's poison, and you take 1 piercing damage. Raven.
Alright, I'm gonna drop the synaptic static to try to get as many of these guys as I can.
Okay. I'll get you the template out. Should be able to hit a lot of them. And there we go. We should be able to move that around.
Okay.
Nico's 30 feet in the air as well, so
That's not gonna hit him.
You could do it on the ground and not hit Nico, because if you center it on the ground, it's only going to go up 20 feet.
All right, there we go then.
Okay. Yep, that's going to hit all the devils in there and not hit Nico. Alright, I'll do the 3 spine devils first. And all of these creatures are resistant to magic, so they all have advantage. They're devils. And that's 18 psychic damage on a success. So this one succeeds. The other 2 spine devils, they just drop out of the air. Their heads explode. Alcohol sprays out of their heads as they hit the ground. Right, next it'll be the 2 bearded devils here. And they screech. Ah! They both take the full brunt of psychic damage. Bloody ichor begins to drip out of their faces, nose and eyes, and ears, mouth, and toes. And they're both affected by a synaptic static. Next is the Barb Devil. Psychic energy floods its mind. It hears a shrill screech. It grabs its head, takes the full psychic damage. And then the Bone Devil. It fails too, even though it's the leader of all these devils and the smartest. Gets fully affected and... Oh,
That's for you, Bob.
that was a good attack. It was like 180 points of damage.
I was either gonna do that or cure wounds on Bargle. Figured that'd be more effective.
It really messes up their ranks. The devils are screeching, they're displaced. And
Slide all the way back up. There you go.
Nico.
So how are you right to be right above Bargle? It's like does that like 10 feet or whatever?
Yeah.
Alright. And then I'll feel the power of the light.
Alrighty.
I don't think it'll hit the I don't think it can hit the spine devil because he's 20 feet up, but it can hit the 3 on the ground.
Okay. A shockwave of radiant energy explodes outwards. Let's see what happens to the bearded devil first. Nothing. It washes over the bearded devil. And then the barb devils. Nothing. The spell just moves over them and keeps on going and doesn't affect them. Magic resistance protects them.
Okay.
But they respect you.
I respect them back.
They respect
Alright,
the fact that you respect them.
Alright, and and this dude's over in my spot. Alright, I guess I'll just chill there.
They're all
Respectfully.
They're all messed up from the holy light. And this bearded devil's going to step forward and squint its eyes and look to the side and hold up its hand from the bright light and try to poke Nico. Miss. Ah, what are you? Die! It pushes forward and tries to beard slap you and misses. My freaking head! Lulu is going to just yell out.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Boggle. I got your bow.
And she's going to cast this on you. Protection from evil and good. Any type of creature that, well, any of these creatures, fiends, will have disadvantage to attack you. You're protected from the protection spell.
Thank you, Lulu.
No problem. I mean, it's the power of friendship. Friends help each other. They don't put each other in glove boxes. Punching each other.
Screams in your face when she says that, like,
They also respect each other.
Alright, this Bone Devil doesn't like Nico. And it flies over the blinding light, causes it to attack at disadvantage, but it tries to hook you up, Nico, and try and get you away from its troops. And
That's it.
It's a miss.
an 18.
Damn.
Whoops, that was so it disregard that roll. It's supposed to be. Oh no, it is a d6. Same roll. Miss. I clicked the wrong one, but it's a d6. 18, and it hits you for 14 piercing damage and grapples you. With you grappled, it's going to fly back 15 feet, taking you with it, so you're 25 feet in the air. And then when it breaks you away from its troops, it's still blinded. It tries to sting you. Disadvantage. It just hits. Very ferocious. The tail pokes you for 31 points of damage. And if you can
Resistance to poison.
Okay. So 23.
23.
And con save for poison as well. So she should have
It was nice
advantage.
knowing you, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Poison doesn't affect you. Bone Devil's going to make an intelligence save and soon recovers from the synaptic static. The Spine Devil's going to poke fun at Bob and start flinging spines at you, Raven.
Wink at him.
They both miss. The Spine Devil starts counting the spines on its tail, and it's got about 4 or 5 left. It's running out. Alrighty. You're no longer in range to get these guys, any of them in your glowing light, Nico, because you're 25 feet up. This Spine Devil's
The
gonna,
one that's 20 up probably still in it. Oh, no, he just moved. Never mind.
he's gonna fly out of it, and he's gonna flick spines down at Lulu. Miss. This Barb Devil is going to attack Bargle at disadvantage with a claw and another claw. They both miss you. And then it tries to hit Lulu with its tail with a third attack. Misses Lulu as well. The Spine Devil will shoot spikes at you, Nico. And one of the spines miss, the other one hits you and explodes. And you take 7 points of damage from that spine. Zygon.
2 swings at this bearded devil here. Well, we'll see. First attack.
That hits. You smack it in the face for 12 damage. The bearded devil's almost dead.
Well, let's try to make it really dead.
That hits, and you just wipe the bearded devil out. It flies through the air and hits the ground dead.
That's me.
Bearded devil, the devil's forces are starting to dwindle, but there's still some big ones left. Margle.
Alright, Reckless to the bearded devil northeast of me.
It blocks you with its glaive. That hits it. And you just wipe it away. The axe cuts through, blood and gore, and beard flies everywhere.
Hey, bonus action, the guy directly north.
Hit. You stab the axe down into the Barb Devil, and that Barb Devil looks a bit hurt now. This one's going to back away from the light and provoke an opportunity attack from you, Bargle. Miss. Lulu's a bit bumpy on the ride there, and she's like jerking the vehicle back and forward, throws you off guard, off balance. And yeah, the Barb Devil looks up at you, Nico, and starts lobbing balls of fire at you. Miss. Miss. Gerald.
We're going to Eldritch Blast or Transfer Hex as bonus action, and Eldritch Blast that Spine Devil.
This guy?
Yeah, the one to the north.
Hit. The beam intercepts the devil and shoots it out of the sky.
Second beam is going to go to the Spine Devil to the south.
Hit. The beam taps it for 9 damage. Hit. And another 11 damage rips off most of that Spine Devil's bristles. It looks almost dead.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Raven.
Alrighty. I'm going to shoot the Bone Devil and push him back 10 feet to break his grapple on Nico.
Alright, let's do it. We have to hit first.
Nope.
Yes.
Alright, let's try that.
That hits. Alright, hits the devil for 6 damage, and you knock it back 10 feet. The polearm unsticks from Nico. Grapple is broken.
Do it again.
And another beam hits it. Crashing straight into its face. Knocking it back?
Yep.
Alright, it goes flying another 10 feet back through the air. Nico.
Holding on to this, but I don't know when else I'm gonna need to do it. So, that's actually with the 7th level slot, so 10
I
more.
was gonna say, if you have any healing stuff, you better do it.
I got that.
And then,
Hey, I can do that.
okay, I mean, someone else might need it along the way here, too. Okay, so it's 81 plus, 10? 91?
Hey, 9?
Plus 9? Yeah, plus 9, yeah, so 80, 90. Okay.
89.
Math is hard. Okay. Okay.
Do you want me to
And
heal
I'll-
you, Nico?
I'm good at this particular moment, thanks. Thanks for the offer, though.
If anyone needs healing, except for Tigan, just let me know.
Bob does.
And I'll like come back down into the car. Just for... So if she drives, I'm with them. Alright.
Okay, you said it. I'm gonna get Bob back up real soon. Don't you wait. Don't you worry. But
Bob
first,
probably needs a rest.
She's gonna try and headbutt the spiked Barb Devil, and she crits it with a direct headbutt.
ow.
It kind of just hurts her head, but she definitely impales the Barb Devil with a tusk.
Going, Lulu.
Yeah.
I knew you were a fighter and a lover.
Bone Devil looks down at you all. Curses! Curses! It flies down. As much of its movement speed will let it, and it smiles because it's reunited with Bargle.
Now I've got you. Mine.
And it pokes its hooked polearm straight into you, Bargle. Actually, no, it doesn't. 12 misses. An unseen force hits the polearm away. Oh no, wait. Advantage and disadvantage.
Yep,
So
flat roll.
The unseen force pushes the glaive into you for 22 points
Divination
of piercing
wizard?
damage.
Anyone?
I feel like we're at the Aura's 1-2 south anyway.
Okay. The protection from good and evil fails to fully protect you there, Bargle. So it grapples you, and then it tries to sting you. And that stinger tail hits. Make a con save against poison. The poison doesn't poison you, but does hit you for 29 points of damage. And Bargle loses consciousness. Meanwhile, this Spine Devil's going to fly out a little bit and focus its tail spines on Nico. They both hit for 8 and 5. A total of 13 points of damage. This Barb Devil's going to try and rip Lulu a new one. It comes in with all of its attacks. A tail and 2 claws. And Lulu's very quick, so she dodges one of the claws, but then whoosh, big claw across her face for 12 damage. Bit of blood drips down from the Holyphant's trump. And she actually has a +3 on that save. So she gets 11, plus Zygon's aura. She maintains concentration. If Zygon's giving her the aura, because they're a little bit, you know.
I guess, sure. You talked me into it.
Their relationship's a little bit shaky, you know. Alrighty, the Spine Devil. It's gonna shoot spines at Nico. Ah, my throat. First attack. Second attack. Sorry, you gotta take a drink of water. They both miss.
I think top of the order we can take a break.
I'm better now.
Okay.
Zygon.
Let's start hitting the stuff that's near me. So the Barb Devil.
Alright, you take a couple of swings. The first one hits the Barb Devil. The radiant energy sears into its flesh, breaking off some bristles. Second attack is a narrow miss. Bargle. You need to make a death saving throw. Bargle opens his eyes. You can grab your axe. You're still pinned to the ground prone, so you're not able to stand up, but you can take your full turn now.
Yeah, I'm going to attack the devil north of me recklessly.
Alrighty, you grab your axe. It doesn't even really realize that you're back conscious. The devil's hovering over you. And that hits. You chomp the axe into it for 21 damage. It screeches. And it jumps out of the way as you scrape the axe along the vehicle, missing it. This Barb Devil is gonna hurl balls of fire at Nico repeatedly. Miss. Miss.
Those are truly great balls of fire.
Gerald.
I give it some ointment.
Okay, as a bonus action, I'm going to transfer Hex to this Spine Devil here. And shoot it with Eldritch Blast.
Hit. You snipe that one out of the sky, it falls down with a thud.
The second Spine Devil there.
Hit. You snipe another one out of the sky. Dead.
What's it, this guy here?
And that is a miss.
That'll be my turn.
Raven.
Alrighty. I'm going to shoot the Bone Devil and knock him back 10 feet. Because that's what I was born to do.
Miss.
Said I was born to do it.
Miss. And a hit. Alright, the beam slams into the Bone Devil, roughs it up a little bit, knocking it back. It's bloodied now. Nico.
Okay.
I got Boggle.
Okay. I'm going to hit that other thing with the sword. You hear that? I'm going to hit it.
I respect you, Nico.
Lulu is going to attach her trumpet to your face, Bargle, and just say,
No time to explain. Drink this.
and she squirts something into your face, into your mouth. It's healing energy. You slurp it up, and you get healed 70 hit points, Bargle. Then she has to pry her trunk off of your face.
Oh. All right, Boggle, stop sucking. That's enough.
Thought they were touching trunk to trunk.
Alrighty, this bone devil, it just is intent on ruining Bargle's life. It's going to fly down to get within 5 feet of him, because he's prone, and try and hook him again. And advantage, disadvantage, that is a hit. Again, you're grappled, taking 16 piercing damage. It is going to yank you back off the vehicle, taking 15 feet into the air. When it's got you up there, it tries to subdue you with its stinger tail. And you're actually prone, so it's a bit awkward for it to attack. So it's advantage and disadvantage. And that's a miss. As it's lifting you up like that, it extending you back, you actually have an opportunity to attack at Bargle because it leaves your reach. You swing at it, but you're just in too much of a prone position to actually get it properly. Miss. This Barb Devil's going to keep on attacking Lulu. Disadvantage in the light. Miss. Miss. And a miss. Zygon. Alright,
Just on this.
oh, hold up. Let's just hold up a second, Zygon. You're going too
Okay.
quickly. Alright, so your first attack, it slams into the Barb Devil, hitting it for 9 damage. You begin to wear it down, it's looking close to death. You take another swing and the Warhammer crashes into its skull. You cave its skull in, and then you kick it off the side of the vehicle. It just bounces off onto the ground.
Cool.
Alright,
Alright.
Nico, you're going to use your reaction.
Yeah.
And you turn it into a flame of light. So this holy fire begins to glow up. I guess it would be in this space. And if anyone gets in that fire, you're going to get healed. Alrighty. Now it's the end of your turn. Bargle.
Alright, let's see. Can't stand up because I'm prone. Alright, so switch to the glaive and then try to reach out and hit the bone devil again.
Okay, are you reckless?
Actually, no, I'm athletics. I'm gonna rip out of the grip. I'm gonna try that again. Take the fall.
Alright, you
Nope.
you try to
Damn.
free yourself, but you don't have the strength now. You're stuck. This Barb Devil's gonna step to the side and throw some balls of fire at Zygon. First attack is a crit.
Wow.
It hits you for 21 points of fire damage.
Wow.
Second flame.
I respect that.
Very respectable flame.
It's a miss. And the Barb Devil's still messed up from the synaptic static. It ends its turn there. Gerald.
Bonus action, we're going to transfer Hex to the Bone Devil. Action, Eldritch Blast.
Miss.
Next bolt.
Crit. Alrighty, you hear a loud crack. 29 points of damage. The Bone Devil gets seriously messed up from that attack. Hit. Another beam breaks off bristles of bone fragments that fly everywhere, and the Bone Devil is getting even weaker now.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Raven.
Do the same thing.
Alright, guys. You do the same thing. That's a crit. 15 force damage. This Bone Devil is about to completely be broken apart. Miss. And hit. Another beam crashes into it for 15 damage. More fragments of bone fly everywhere as the Bone Devil is dripping in this maroon colored ichor. Nico.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
You can do it.
You realize the whole time you've been holding it upside down. You've been like holding it by the hilt and just trying to hit people with the handle. Lulu's going to...
Go through the flame, Lulu.
I'm okay. Save it for someone else. I got this.
She flies up with a charging headbutt attack and just bounces off the Bone Devil. The Bone Devil tries to jam the hook pole arm further through Bargle. And this is disadvantage now. That's a miss. Stinger Tail is going to come in at Nico. And it hits. The tail pokes into you for 16 piercing and 6 poison. 22 points of damage. When it hits you with the tail, you need to make a con save as well. You resist the poison. That Bone Devil is basically mostly cracked apart. Almost destroyed completely. Zygon.
Alright, just going to swing the harpoons shooter and shoot at the Bone Devil. Oh my god.
It's a miss. The harpoon just flings straight by it. Bargle.
Alright. I'm gonna recklessly attack it with my glaive.
Okay. Try to swing the glaive up at it. Miss. And you hit it. You drive the glaive straight into its chest. Rippling cracks of flame start to burst out through the seams of the Bone Devil. It loses altitude and brings you down with it. You both come crashing down 15 feet. You hit the ground with a bit of a thud. And you take 5 bludgeoning damage, Bargle.
I have a second
Now,
one.
do
of
I
these
get my
flame
movement
things
back
up,
since
right?
now I'm not grappled so I can stand up or not?
Sure do.
Yeah, I think I can get used. It doesn't
so
say
I'll
I can't
stand
have
up.
only one up.
Oh, you want to do another one?
Yeah, I'm the devil one dice.
Okay. Another holy fire appears. Alright, you stand
I'll
up,
do
Bargle.
5, 10 movement into it. Yep, and 10 movement to the holy fire.
Don't want to use your bonus action attack first.
Oh, that's right, and I kill.
You
Correct.
do want
Yeah,
to use
bonus
your
action
bonus
guarded.
attack first. Let me help you with that. Yes.
And that's a crit. 32 points of damage. You drive the glaive straight through the bearded devil, almost killing it before casually walking
Hit him again, you
that
gotta
flame.
Yeah,
The flame wraps
dancing
around
the flame
you,
for a little bit.
and you absorb all the fire into you and get the 16 healing. The Barb Devil is it's not going to run away. It just keeps on fighting, and it's going to throw flames at Bargle at disadvantage and advantage. First one misses, second one crits. Direct fireball, hitting you for 22 points of fire damage, Bargle. Gerald.
Alright, the last target. Bonus action transfer hex and Eldritch Blast.
Alright. This is the last of the devils. That hits. You begin to pepper it with the Eldritch Blast. It's almost dead. That's another hit. Another well-placed beam. The necrotic energy is withering its flesh. That's a hit. And another beam penetrates the devil's chest. Comes out the other side. As the beam subsides, there's a clear hole straight through the devil. The devil falls to the ground. And you just fought your way through that entire legion.
We're good, but we're out of spells. Ah.
Yeah, you guys are definitely pretty tired, but this is no place to stop and rest.
Come on, guys. This is no place to stop and rest.
Zygon, you wanna take
So,
that other flames?
Hmm?
You wanna take that other flame while it's there?
Flame.
The healing
one,
flame, Zygon?
the healing flame that's right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's,
sure.
Flames of life. Alright, you jump through it. It wraps around you and heals you for 13 points.
Okay. Let's go.
Somebody else got to drive, and I hope it's an hour to where we're going and we're not interrupted.
We're just driving a mile, less than a mile now.
Oh,
You guys,
1 mile an hour.
you guys cruise forward, and you want to keep the darkness up or drop that, Raven?
yeah, might as well drop. No, I'll keep it up just in case there's demons around instead of just devils.
Sure. Alrighty, you guys continue driving. You know, there's still about 4 hours until El Terrell is going to actually get plunged into the river Styx. Of course, you know, just trying to camp out in the middle of the Blood War would be foolish, to say the least. So you guys continue rolling through the Blood War. And all of a sudden, coming into view, you guys cannot believe your eyes.
It's Grandma with chocolate
It's
chip cookies.
Mahadi's Wandering Emporium. At least a miniature version. You see Mahadi, Golden Doom, and looks like a station to repair war machines. So, let's take a 10-minute break. When we get back, it seems that you found an oasis in the middle of a hellish desert.
Yeah, not that we have time, but you know.
I'll see you guys
Alrighty.
back soon. Hey guys.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
Very good.
Alright, as you guys are cruising through the Blood War, all of a sudden there is an area that seems to be devoid of all combat and of the war entirely. It's Mahadi's Wandering Emporium. Mahadi sits in his office, and when he sees you all, he jumps out. Lulu lets out a bit of a peeved sigh. As you remember that he splashed Lulu with water from the river Styx. Mahadi comes out to greet you all. Ah, hello friends. Hello. Welcome to Mahadi's Wandering Emporium.
Hello, splasher of holy fence with Styx water person.
Sorry? Can you repeat that? I didn't quite catch what you said.
Hello, splasher of holy fence with Styx water person. Making my friend Lulu forget who she was.
Yeah!
But now she remembers it all, you prick.
Whoa. Let's not get too carried away here. What sort of accusation are you making against me?
It's not an accusation. It's been proven in a court of Lulu. Now, we're seeking indemnification.
Friends, listen. He smiles. Whatever sort of misunderstanding or whatever I've done to offend you, well, I send my deepest and most sincere apologies to you. I think you should come in to the Infernal Rapture, and perhaps we can discuss this matter. I want to make you all feel like kings and queens.
And you'll do that at no charge, of course, and because you've harmed our friend Lulu.
Friend, this is hardly the place to be having a conversation. He clicks his fingers and poof, an infernal contract appears in all of your hands. You know the rules: no fighting, no spellcasting, no exceptions. Sign the contract and you can come on in.
Sure. I'll just go ahead and sign.
Now you need to prick your finger and take 1 point of piercing damage as you sign the contract in blood. And if you take the 1 damage and sign the contract, then feel free to walk on in to Infernal Rapture.
I just want
Go
to
ahead
peek
and do-
over, make sure it's the same as it ever was.
Alright, you read the contract, Nico, and you notice something very concerning about the contract. It says that once you enter Infernal Rapture, you need to pay 666 soul coins to leave.
Alright, oh well.
You notice a hidden clause in the contract.
Hey, what are you trying to do here, Mahadi? Usually I respect people like this, but you're trying to swindle us here a little bit. What's with this 666 soul coin bit right here?
I think we must have a mistake. Excuse me.
I think you're
You
trying to
sound
screw us over
familiar.
again.
Do I know you?
We've met before, although I have been remade into a new,
More respectful.
more respectful, more looking exactly like Zariel form.
I am shocked. Is that the sword of Zariel in your hand?
It is.
It is.
My. I'm sorry. He clicks his fingers and poof, the contract disappear. And he clicks his fingers again, poof, new contracts appear in your hands, except for you, Zygon, you've already signed it.
Well, then you probably shouldn't go in there, Zygon.
I'm just going to stay out here.
I
You
must have
avoid-
made a mistake. I feel that I've made a mistake on the contract. There you go. It should be amended now. He smiles at you.
We're gonna read them over and check Zygon's as well. Zygon got a new one that's amended.
Oh,
Well, Zygon shouldn't still go in. He's already
I'm afraid.
signed the old one.
I'm afraid that his contract is signed. There's nothing I can do about that now, my friend.
Well,
Isn't the person that signs it? Can't they void the contract if both parties agrees?
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
all right. Well, Raven will stay out with Zygon.
Oh, I mean, can't we just goes around? I mean, what are we gonna do inside here anyway?
Yeah, I think.
Don't we have
I
places
think
to go?
I think we were gonna take care of Mahadi once and for all, weren't we?
And don't forget, Nico, you've got this special ability from your sword that once you hear a lie, you know if the person's lying. And you can clearly tell that Mahadi's lying through his teeth about not actually mixing up the contracts or being aware that he'd splashed Lulu with the water from the river Styx.
Oh, forgot I can hear lies. I thought I just heard. I just thought I had advantage. I didn't know I heard.
Oh, actually, maybe I'm thinking of maybe I'm thinking of a different celestial
Let me look.
ability.
I forget about. Sometimes the Swords got lots of things there.
I think it's like implied that you know when you hear a lie and it gives you an advantage on insight.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Truth seer. When holding a sword, you gain advantage on wisdom insight checks. Okay. And well, here we'll just we'll make that all official.
Okay. Yes. There we go. You can see that he's lying through his teeth.
Mahadi, I think I've had enough of your insolence on this. Your crimes. They're too much to go. So let you continue.
My crimes? You are mistaken. I am merely a servant. I do what I am told. I am loyal to my master. As is everyone here in Avernus. Everyone reports to their higher ups, just like I do. You do realize that I do the work of Asmodeus.
Good for
He
you.
is the one that has commanded me to collect as many souls as possible. To collect these souls via contract and deliver them to him.
Does he collect your soul when you die?
I am loyal to Asmodeus. His soul does belong. My soul does belong to him.
Good.
You wouldn't want to anger him now.
Tell him to die.
The ruler of all Avernus.
No, he's not here.
He kind of growls at you a little bit. Well, then if you're not... What's that? Sorry, Raven?
Said, listen, kitty cat. You go back inside. Leave us alone.
If
You're
you're
not
not
gonna
stopping by Infernal Rapture, then feel free to continue on. You're looking a little bit weary. And it's a long drive ahead.
Good.
He clicks his fingers and he takes the contracts back. According to the contract, because you've never technically entered Infernal Rapture at the moment, Zygon, you're not obligated to pay those 666 soul coins.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
I mean-
Well, the rest of you can feel free to go in if you want and buy something or
I
do
think
something there. But
I think that I don't want any parts of this. We have places to go. I think it would just be. I mean, we don't have time to waste here. It's not like that other place. That time still passes when you're in it, right?
Yep. It doesn't actually stop time if I remember right.
So.
Yep.
I mean, we only have 5 hours or 4 hours before things go in, so I guess we'll just go around and continue on. At least that's my vote. We can all vote. I don't want us to be a dictator. I respect your opinions.
I don't want to have anything to do with this big trickster. Catman. I don't want to have
But
anything to do with what Catman do.
I also don't want to spend any more resources to fight with him either. So let's just move on.
The
We don't even
sanctuary,
worth our time.
sanctuary of infernal rapture is all I really require for a rest, but you can just move past.
Yeah. Okay. Let's head around.
Hardy lets out a resentful cackle. Have fun. Enjoy your time in the Blood War.
Why don't you go eat some of your kitty litter?
See a cat? Oh, I see True Sight. What did I see?
And when you look at Mahadi, you see this shimmering image of his human form imposed over him. But when you look closer, you actually see he looks much different.
Rakshasa. That's what we thought he was.
He has a leonine-looking head, stripes of that of a tiger. It's a Rakshasa.
Where's my blessed crossbow bolt?
Humanoid shape with hands that are kind of twisted backwards, almost as if they're dislocated. Stripes like a tiger, and he just wears very similar looking clothes. And he just kind of looks at you through this facade. Alrighty, so you guys drive around. Raven and Lulu head out and head around Infernal Rapture as you kiss the sanctuary goodbye. Continue churning through the Blood War. At this rate, you've still got at least 4 or close to 4 hours until Elturel's going to sink into the River Styx. You guys pull away and continue driving ahead.
We do have a couple hours. We could probably hold up somewhere if we found a spot in like between waves of Blood War. If we wanted to take a quick rest or something.
Oh, this says there's no real empty spots. There's constantly this war erupting around you. There's nowhere safe here that you would be able to rest. You'd be attacked within 2 minutes of stopping, basically.
Well,
alright, you guys continue churning on, and you ride your infernal war machines that are fueled by the souls of those destroyed by the soul coins. And you guys continue up, and you see a small war camp set up here, a military style tent. You see a massive minotaur with basalt colored skin, golden jewelry, golden gloves, a massive golden falchion, and these gilded horns. It's accompanied by a winged beast. It has the head of a lion and the wings of a dragon with a spiked tail. It's a manticore. And then
Hey, I remember you.
Can you center where we are, Seb? Can't see it. Thank you.
they're standing near this white-scaled, draconic, fiendish humanoid with a long sword. And then you see Arkin the Cruel, the red dragonborn, with this disgusting, rotten hand concealed by a glove. It's Arkin the Cruel. And Arkin is accompanied by another winged beast. This one combines the features of a lion, a goat, and a red dragon. Ahead of each one of those creatures, red dragon wings, body of a lion, and a red dragon's tail, a chimera. It also has the hind legs of a goat. You hear the goat head bleeding. And Arkin the Cruel, he stands near this two-wheeled infernal war machine. He waves you guys down. Hey! Hey! Halt! Stop!
It's that guy.
What do you guys do when he waves you guys down?
Sorry.
Slow it down.
Do you guys want to stop? Speak to him?
Sure.
Slow down.
Sure.
Probably see what he has to say.
Greetings,
Please
friend.
hear him out.
Alrighty, your darkness has gone down as well, Raven.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys stop and you can jump out if you want. Arkin, he waves you all down with his one hand. He's like waving his axe around. You can see the bodies of demons and devils all around, like they've been fighting off legions of the Blood War.
How you doing, buddy?
Ah, it's you guys. I knew
How's that
you'd be
looking?
here. I'm
Darn
not your
skip.
buddy. Pal.
Thanks. So, having fun with demons too, eh? And devils? Isn't it awesome to kill them?
No, I'm not having fun. I'm here. On business. I'm here to do my duty. And I knew I'd find you all. Damn, you look like shit.
Yeah, that's okay.
I see you've met
you.
some resistance.
Yeah, a few hundred bone devils. We're good.
It wasn't quite that many, sir, Raven.
No. Could have been.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't.
mean, there are
he doesn't even
100 bone
believe you.
devils on this site.
He doesn't even like attempt to believe you when
That's okay.
when you see a few hundred bone devils. He just dismisses that as just straight up nonsense.
So, what are you doing here?
He's just staring at Nico at this stage, and Nico, the sword of Zariel, is conveying a very strong emotion to just sever Arkin's hand and for you to put the blade straight through his face.
I said I'm here. Doing my duties in the name of the Dragon Queen.
Yeah, and so what are your duties?
Yeah, what's your duty?
My duty is none of your business.
Come on.
The only reason I'm not cutting you all down now, you spiteful mortals, is for the favor that you had done me earlier. I would love nothing more than to pluck every little last golden feather from that little holy fan. And you,
Looks at Nico.
what have you become? That sword, what is that?
That's the sword of
That
Zariel.
is our business.
I see how it is. So what's the plan? Take that sword and go gallivanting right up to Zariel, show it to her, and all of a sudden she'll remember who she was, and you're gonna get a fairy tale ending.
Either that or kill her with it.
All of a sudden, something happens to Arkin, and this shroud of confusion passes over his face, gives you a blank stare. It dissolves his bravado. He mutters something under his breath to Tiamat.
My queen, are you sure? Is that wise, my queen?
And then all of a sudden his eyes darken. They turn into these shiny black orbs. And his body just hangs limp, like a puppet that's just been cut from its strings. He slumps over. Then after a moment, he stands up straight. Now his eyes are glowing with prismatic light. A hungry smile crosses his face, and 5 voices echo from his mouth, each resonating with the ire of an imprisoned goddess.
I will aid you.
Tiamat growls.
If your power is enough, to threaten Zariel's ambition, then I have nothing to fear. I can destroy the chains binding Elthrael, but you must be present to bear witness to my majesty. Now go. I will know when you are there.
And then
Alrighty.
Arkin just kind of returns to normal and shakes his head like he doesn't realize what had just happened. He coughs and splutters a little bit. And Torgar, Stillfist, comes over to Arkin and places his gigantic hand on Arkin's shoulder and snorts, and Arkin dismisses Torgar.
What's wrong? Why are you all looking at me like that?
That you peed yourself a little. But I won't tell. Anyway, thanks. The Queen says we should go and continue, and she'll help us.
What queen?
Well,
Don't go anywhere!
He draws his battle axe and he puts it up to your neck, Raven.
I have not dismissed you. Yet.
no, but the Queen has. She said she's going to help us, which maybe means that you're going to help us.
What
So
are
you
you
should come with
talking
us.
about?
You need to come with us to help us get to Zariel, so that we can help your Queen help us.
Arkin
Can you just feel
keeps
her
the
taking
axe on
control?
your neck.
Listen, boy. You don't know who you're messing with. How dare you give me an order? I will take your life from you.
Going against your Queen?
How dare you speak about
He
my
speaks
queen?
the truth.
Come on, you
What?
gotta know what's happened to you with that trance.
Torgor snorts something under his breath to Arkin. In some sort of foul abyssal language.
It is true. You can go.
Arkin says, and he just immediately steps aside.
You can use the tent to rest if you need. And then you must go. At once. Do not keep her waiting.
Okie dokie.
Let's go
We
do a short rest, guys.
Yeah, let's do a short rest.
Alrighty. You
I'll
guys
turn off
can see
The
Elturel, and
aura.
judging from the way that it's being dragged down by the chains into the river Styx, you can tell that you've still got about after the rest, you'll probably have a couple of hours still. You know, it's going to take an hour to drive through all this stuff, and then you're resting for an hour. So Arkin doesn't talk to you guys. He just they just basically patrol the perimeter, and they spend the full hour just. Arkin points this hand of Vecna at devils and demons and just melts them into a liquid with his finger of death as the flying beasts take out any flying threats. And you see Torgar Stillfist, this massive minotaur, just take his golden falchion, just swipe through devils and demons with ease as they fight off all of the threats during your rest.
We still should have the charm,
Charm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, as you guys
My reckoning, we've got 3 unidentified magical items: a fiendish helm, a battle standard, and a magic ring. Can I attempt to attune to one of those items during this rest?
without
I'm gonna identify
identifying
them
it,
first.
of course you can.
Hmm. Do we want to risk attunement to any of these?
No,
You got 3: a ring, a banner, and a.
Yes, a helm, a battle standard, and a magic ring.
I will happily attune to the helm without knowing what it is,
Gerald
because I am.
attempts the ring.
You're crazy, Zygon.
Yep, I'm crazy Zagan.
Gerald,
I can
is
respect
attuned
that.
to the ring.
Alright, you guys just take a seat. There's like a few tables and chairs set up under here. And Lulu, she seems to concentrate for the full hour while hovering over Bob. And Lulu's doing a spell. I'm gonna bring him back. Don't worry, we're gonna get our leader back. Don't you?
You come back, Bob!
Alrighty, so yeah, there's a magic ring, a magic
Standard.
helmet, and then a magic battle standard. So Gerald, do you want to attune to the ring?
Yeah, Jared will attune to the ring if no one else wants to try.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. It's a ring of instant death.
Check.
Oh no, wait, wrong one. Never mind. No, it's it's a very nice looking ring actually. And when you attune to it, you already feel the effects of what it does. It's a ring of evasion. It's a rare magic item. It has 3 charges. It gets 1d3 every day. And when you fail a dexterity saving throw, you can use your reaction to succeed instead.
Okay.
Alright, Zygon, you want to attune to this helmet? Alright, it's like a, I'll describe what this helmet looks like to you. It's complete, it's not just a helm, it actually has a, like a metal kind of collar, and then these metal polders that attach to your shoulders. The helmet itself is very bulky. It doesn't have any eye holes, so it's eyeless, and the top of it is kind of like this rectangle made of some sort of black metal, about 3 feet high, and it's laden with some sort of runes all up the side of it.
I'm sure it's totally helpful and not going to screw me over whatsoever.
Okay, so you're tuning to it?
I am.
Okay, this is what it looks like for starters.
Ooh, it's Conehead.
Alright.
On head, the name is.
Zygon, this is your good land paladin people. So,
No, I'm chaotic evil now, Zeb, so, you know.
alrighty, so, oh, can you speak Infernal?
I cannot. I can speak Abyssal.
Alright, you try to put it on, and instead of attuning to it, all you can do is identify it because it won't let you attune to it. You identify it as a Helm of Devil Command. A bulky, eyeless helmet that's made for a pit fiend, but magically resizes to fit the heads of other wearers, but it's still going to be 3 feet tall. While wearing the helm, you can see out through it as if you weren't wearing it. In addition, you know the exact location and type of all devils within 1,000 feet of you. You can telepathically communicate with a devil in range, or you can broadcast your thoughts to all devils within range. The devils receiving the broadcasted thoughts have no special means of replying to them. The helm has 3 charges. As an action, you can spend 1 charge to cast Dominate Monster, save DC 21, which only affects devils. The spell fails and the charge is wasted if you try to target another creature. If a devil can see you when you cast a spell, they know that you tried to charm it, and the helm regains all of its charges 24 hours after its last charge is expended. And if you're not a devil, using the helm's Dominate Monster property in the 9 Hells has a 20% chance of attracting a Narzugon, which arrives on the back of a nightmare in 1d4 hours, and the Narzugon's going to try and recover the helm, killing you, definitely, to obtain it. And if it gets the helm, it's going to try and return it back to Lucille, which it'll then be very disappointed because Lucille's dead.
Aw, oh well.
I killed a rabbit. I killed a rabbit.
Alright, so yeah, you try to put it on Zygon, and it just, like, basically spits off of your head.
Yeah.
My head don't fit. I respect that.
Now you've got this battle standard. It seems to be made of infernal iron, and it has this small cage at the top of it, and there's actually a little demon trapped in there. You kind of rattle it around. The demon's invisible, but when you rattle it around, it kind of appears with this little puff of smoke, and it's a tiny little quasit that is trapped inside this cage, and it has an infernal banner on it. And does anyone want to attune to that?
Yeah, I did.
No.
Okay. So yeah, it's got a quasit in it, and this is this is what it does. Right, when you attune to it instantly without identifying it. A battle standard of infernal power. This Hellforged battle standard is made of infernal iron and fitted with a small, unopenable cage containing a quasit. The trapped quasit is incapacitated, and its cage has 19 AC, 10 hit points, and immunity to all types of damage except force damage. If killed or somehow released, the quasit disappears in a cloud of smoke, and a new one appears in the cage, provided the cage is intact. While you hold the banner, your weapon attacks, and those of all allied creatures within 300 feet of you count as magical for the purposes of overcoming damage immunities and resistances.
Well, that's kind of a
Not bad.
letdown.
Not bad.
So yeah, if anyone didn't have a magical attack, it's now
Hey.
magical.
Bob! Bob, you're not magical! Woo!
Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Speaking of Bob, Humdala humdala ha! Lulu was doing Raised Dead for that full hour, and Bob, he stands up. Bob, he stands up and he holds up his greatsword and he says, "By the power of Grey Raven, I am alive.
Sure, buddy.
I feel the power." As he has a -4 on everything.
Yeah. That's okay. You just tell us what to do, boss.
We should do what Raven tells us to do, he says.
Alright.
I feel like I just had a big sleep, a big nap. Where are we?
You did.
Did
You
we
slept
do it,
good.
Raven? We did it.
Almost.
We won the blood.
You saved us from all those devils, but now comes the fun part.
All right. I think just give me an hour and I'll be good to go, Raven.
There you go. I think we have an hour.
Oh. I'm fine. I won't fail again.
There you go.
Let me just try and get in the vehicle. Ugh. I did it. Alright.
Awesome.
Doesn't he get a -4 on that?
Yeah. He gets a 12. He gets him without tripping over or anything. I'm good. Let me
Awesome.
at him.
So is he on the wrong vehicle?
I
think that-
let me get on the right one. He trips over trying to get in, and then he crawls in.
And he takes 1 point of damage and dies.
Don't worry. I feel empowered. It's that infernal flag that you're holding, Raven. It fills me with resolve. Is that our banner?
That is.
Yes. Yes. We shall plant that flag all over Avernus when we have conquered it, and you will be the queen of the new world. King.
Sure.
I said king, right?
You sure did.
Yes. Alright. Let's... How do I start this thing again? Are you good to go?
Yeah, let's go, guys.
Alrighty. And he accidentally reverses. Oh shit, how do I... Oh wait. Alright. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Wait, why are we taking the tent? Alright, let's go now.
Because
We're going undercover. We're gonna just drive with the tent.
Wait.
Yeah.
We're
It's a
still-
mobile home.
I fire up the sword when we get out of his camp.
Okay. You guys leave Arkin's camp, war camp, and you explode the brilliant light from the sword of Zara once more. You guys continue cruising along the plains of Avernus, and then all of a sudden, this winterscape just appears before you. You see snowy green trees, a layer of snow on the ground, and all of a sudden there is just a crash. You guys are going at fairly high speed, and you don't even really notice this until it's almost too late. This wall of ice just materializes in front of you all, and the vehicle just they both slam into it. Right, everyone make a strength saving throw as you just go face first into this wall of ice from crashing.
Wow. Way to go, Raven.
You guys are going at full speed.
Bye, Bob.
Please don't kill Bob. We just got him back.
Good night.
It's 15. 16.
Forget about killing him. It's going to kill the war machines. The one's not going to live through it. That's for sure.
Alrighty. The rules for crashing at full speed for the war machines. I think it's like a strength saving throw, and I have to look up those rules again quickly. Here we go. So crashing all the way down the bottom. When you crash into something that could reasonably damage it, like a wall, it comes to a sudden stop and takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it moves. So you guys are going full speed, unfortunately. And whatever the vehicle struck takes the same amount of damage. Regardless whether you take damage or not, everyone inside or on the vehicle has to make a strength saving throw. So, Raven, you take 32 bludgeoning damage. Bargle, you take 32 bludgeoning damage. Gerald, you take 32 bludgeoning damage. Sorry, it's supposed to be 33. So 33 bludgeoning damage for Raven, Bargle, and Gerald. And Nico. Nico, you take 33 bludgeoning damage. Bob is just...
Splat.
He gets splattered on the wall. 67 damage goes over his max hit points and instantly kills him.
Yep. Goodbye, Bob.
Oh, he only just came back. Zygon, you succeed the saving throw, so you take 33 points of bludgeoning damage. Lulu just, she's just shocked. Ah! She takes the full 67 damage, and it knocks her unconscious and dying. And alright, the wall is just busted as well. The wall doesn't just disappear, however. It does get broken apart, but instead of just breaking apart and falling into random chunks of jagged ice on the ground, it instead turns into a bit of a dark bluish mist, which seems to still permeate some manner of cold energy. And an ice devil jumps out from behind a tree, and it clips its mandibles together and sends you a little message.
Mephistopheles sends their regards. I'll be taking that sword.
And it attacks.
I loved him in Cats. Mr. Mephistopheles.
That movie was
the vehicles both take 67 damage as well, and the Tormentor is completely busted. It does not survive that. It's completely broken down, so you guys are all going to have to jump on the other one later. Alright, so the Ice Devil has thrown up this wall of ice, intercepted you guys. You seem to be in some sort of winterscape created by Mephistopheles. It's absolutely freezing here, and the shock from going from the intense heat to the icy cold is enough to take your breath away. Anyway, the Ice Devil, it is going to move forward, and it's going to start off by throwing its spear at Nico. And it just throws that spear like a javelin straight into Nico. Nico, make a Constitution saving throw.
Get your +5. Alright, doesn't matter.
Alright, you resist the cold effect, but you do take 27 points of damage.
I got resistance to cold too from the Infernal Legacy.
Alright,
So
8 cold,
8, 19.
11 piercing, yeah, 19. Alright, with that spear landing on the ground, it then pushes forward and it seems to screech from the bright light. And it uses its long tail to try and attack you, Nico, at disadvantage. And the tail whoosh, misses you. Looks like Mephistopheles just will not let you guys go. Alright, Bob is just completely flattened. He's like a pancake. There we go. That's Bob.
Pancake Bob.
Alright, you guys you just hit the wall at very high speed. You're all thrown forward. You're all kind of beat up from that. Nico, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to take a step forward. You know what's coming here, folks. Yeah. And then I'll get up Lulu. So, what's that? 11?
She opens her eyes. Not the glove compartment! Not the glove compartment! Oh, hi, Nico! Bargle.
I'm gonna attack the Ice Devil. I'm gonna go reckless at him.
Hit. You jam the axe into its icy chitin. Bright blue blood drips out from its carapace. And that's a crit. You just wallop this Ice Devil hard, just straight onto its insect face. Splitting it down the middle. Icy blue ichor drips out everywhere. The Ice Devil makes a bit of a skittering sound, and you've injured it substantially already.
And bonus action.
You come in again, but the Ice Devil's quick enough to jump back and hit your axe blade to the side of its claws. Gerald.
Gerald will move around the vehicles.
To get out, it does cost half your movement speed.
Oh, half my movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the ground here is it's snowy as well, so it will be difficult terrain. It's not very slippery though.
Alright. In that case...
Unless you've got some snowshoes. Did you pack snowshoes?
Did not pack them to come to Avernus.
Okay.
The vehicle in front of me, is that providing cover to the Ice Devil?
No.
Alright. I'll remain in place then. Bonus action Hex. And for my action, I will Eldritch Blast.
You put the hex marker on the devil, and the beam hits.
If it's all difficult terrain, shouldn't we be going half as fast? So we should take half the damage?
The vehicles have no trouble traversing it. Alright, the first beam crashes into the devil, and the necrotic energy begins to soften its carapace, but the next two beams just simply disperse on the Ice Devil.
Alright. That'll be my turn.
Zygon.
Okay. So I'm starting my turn. I was like about to reach out to Lulu. Whether to put him in the glove compartment or to lay on hands, we will never know. But seeing as Nico,
it did kind of snap open on the impact.
well, but since she's up, we'll leave that for later. Move up to here. Let's start swinging. Advantage, right? Because of not bear.
I think so. Does he need to be raging for that, or is it? I think that might be a rage.
No, I gotta be raging, and I'm saving my last rage. Sorry.
No worries. Swing then.
That hits, and you crash the warhammer into the Ice Devil. Its shell's all cracked up and it's bloodied.
Second swing.
And that's another massive blow. You break one of its mandibles off. Its beady eye starts to get sunken, and with the con save, it has a +9, so it still maintains its concentration, creating this frigid air.
It's my turn.
Lulu's going to.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It just came out of nowhere. I didn't have time to stop. Oh.
She quickly closes the glove compartment just as a precaution.
I'm running out of magic, guys. I'm kind of tired. We can do this! The power of friendship!
And she's going to bless Bargle, Zygon, and Nico. She says,
I'm gonna bless you, Zygon, as long as you don't get a +1d4 on closing the glove compartment.
That's okay. That's a check, not a save. So
Okay. No, I cast guidance on Zygon!
she yells out.
Oh
Alrighty,
my god.
Raven.
Alright. I will Eldritch Blast the thing.
Miss. Hit. Hear a bit of a crack as the beam continues breaking open the Ice Devil. Third beam disperses on the Ice Devil's carapace. The Ice Devil looks at Nico and just says,
Just give me the sword! Give it to me!
and it's going to just jam its spear into the ground, and it's going to drop this frigid wall of ice, and it's going to create another wall of ice in a line that just bursts up through the ground, slamming into Bargle, Zygon, and Nico. And when the wall appears, it's all jagged. It shoots up from the ground, trying to cut through your spaces. You guys can try and dive out of the way. It's a dexterity saving throw. A 19 is a success for you, Bargle. Zygon, you're hit for the full brunt. And Nico, you managed to avoid. You guys can jump onto either side of the wall, as you guys know. Bargle, Zygon, and Nico, you each take 17 points of cold damage. Nico with... Actually, sorry Nico, you take even less. You take 8.
Yeah, I took 8.
You make it, and you have resistance. And then that wall is 10 feet high. It is completely opaque. You can't see through it. Nico.
Okay, I'll fly up over it. And I'll do it.
Bam!
Yay!
So that's what we want.
bam.
Then
Yeah.
Searing Radiance.
And another
I get 2 of those.
Alrighty, you plunge the blade softly and respectfully into the Ice Devil. Do you ask it permission first?
Oh no. I judge people quickly.
Alrighty. You continue searing the blade into the Ice Devil, and then there's an explosion, a flash of light, and the Ice Devil just... I mean, you don't even think it actually has eyes. Look at those eyes.
I think that those are definitely eyes.
You're
I
not
mean,
sure?
I respect if he doesn't, though. He can take whatever he wants.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem to get blinded. It succeeds the saving throw. Alrighty, Bargle.
Gonna hit him recklessly.
Hit. And you chop into the Ice Devil for 20 damage. Hit. And you push the axe straight into the side of its neck, and you take down this powerful devil, and it just melts down into a bit of a blue slush. The ice wall also vanishes.
And all he did was roadkill Bob. I'm mad now. I'm gonna kick the snow.
Make an acrobatics check for starting your turn in the snow and trying to kick it. You slip over when you try to kick it and you land prone.
Oh well. Okay. Oh well.
And since it's difficult terrain, you can't even use half a move and stand up, so you're stuck there forever.
This is the death of Zygon. He has prone deficiency. Once he gets
like a
prone,
turtle on his
he
back.
Prone disease.
Alrighty. You guys take a look at your vehicle and it's totaled. It just got completely wrecked. So it's going to be everyone on the scavenger, which is going to struggle
I can
to...
fly.
Yeah, you can fly. It's going to struggle to carry everyone, but... Oh, actually, no, it's not. Its cargo capacity is 2 tons. I lied. It can easily fit 8 people.
I crawl over to the scavenger.
That's okay, Lulu. It was just his time.
Alright, Lulu, she starts sobbing. No!
Lulu, I got a joke for you, Lulu.
Bob.
What do you call a man with no arms and no legs flopping around in the water?
I don't know.
Bob.
That's horrible.
Don't you do this to us, Bob? And Lulu starts crying over Bob's corpse. Come back to us, Bob. Come back. You see the tears.
I'm sleeping.
They drip down from Lulu's face, sparkling with some sort of celestial essence. The tears drip from Lulu's eyes. They seem to melt the snow, but when they drip onto Bob, nothing happens. This ain't Disney. Bob's dead.
Oh no!
That's awesome.
And you guys just do a burnout in Bob's corpse. Let's go!
See you later.
Alright, you guys continue meandering through the trees, looking out for more ice devils, but no more ice devils across you guys. You continue driving out of the snow and you leave it all behind. And then all of a sudden, you see something. It's a small patch of greenery in the middle of all of this arid terrain. There are jagged, dark rocks, cracks in the ground where Styx water is seeping through, devils and demons for miles fighting each other. And then in the middle of all of this, you see this sanctuary, a small patch of greenery surrounded by a searing radiant light. And standing in the middle of this sanctuary is a lustrous
Swiftwind.
golden-haired unicorn. Moon color. You see Moon color letting off this same radiant energy that was being created by the demon zapper. You guys remember that? This big ball of radiant energy that would just schmeltify demons with a single blast.
Oof.
Hello, adventurers. It is I, Moon Color.
Yeah.
Hi.
I have succeeded. I have done it. I have restored the bone brambles, the pixies and the butterfly, the caterpillars, the sprites, the dryads, the satyrs. They have all returned, and the forest has been returned to the Feywild. It is no longer the bone brambles.
But this isn't the Feywild.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I could kind of tell.
Well, I see a forest here, and you said it was returned to the Feywild.
This is a little bit of the Feywild that has remained here. A small part of the Feywild that I have managed to keep here in Avernus, a sanctuary and a safe haven. I do not forget what you have done for me, freeing me from the demon zapper. Although the spirits and the butterflies and the pixies and the dryads and the satyrs and the caterpillars have returned to the Feywild, I have chosen to remain, for I must repay the favor to you all. This will be your final stretch before you reach the angel Zariel. I provide you a sanctuary and a beacon of light, for I am pouring the last of my essence to create this barrier for you all. I would invite you all to enter, however, I would prefer if you left the vehicle outside. I can offer you healing in a sanctuary, a short respite from this hell.
Sure. Any port in a storm.
Please enter. Do not be shy. If you are pure of heart, the Holy Knight will not hit you for 40d6 radiant damage.
Ow! Ow!
Now you guys are able to enter, and as you're having this conversation with Mooncolor, you see these massive bolts of radiant energy just shooting out, liquefying nearby demons or devils that dare approach. They're just getting like absolutely destroyed by this sanctuary. Oh,
We
little
watched
one,
them pop like flies on the blue light.
you are injured. Mooncolor touches their horn onto Lulu and provides Lulu some magical healing. Oh, thanks, Mooncolor. Raven, you are injured. Feel the
Sure
healing
am.
light of my horn. Oh. Mooncolor touches their horn onto you, Raven, and you regain 12 hit points.
Ooh.
My power is waning. I may heal one of you one more time. Whom shall receive the healing?
I gives it to Bargles.
I think
if I had
Bargle.
a choice. Yeah.
Can you bring back his rubbery ostrich legs too?
You guys look tired. It's almost as if you've just hit a wall. And Bargo, you regain 10 hit points. As you sit here in this sanctuary, you see the lush green grass receding, and you can tell that Mooncolor's power is waning. The unicorn tries not to show it, but the unicorn is starting to fade. I can keep this up for maybe one more hour. As you look to the north, can you guys actually see this over here? All the way up there? Do you see the light?
No. Nope. Too far for my 120 feet.
There should be some light. Maybe you guys will see it now.
Nope.
No.
I see a red
Okay,
dot flash.
yeah. I think just the map is just too big for you guys to see that. Anyway, when you do look up that in that direction, you can see the glow of the river Styx, and about a couple of thousand feet to the north, you can see El Terrell, and you can see the chains of El Terrell, and it being dragged down into the river Styx. And judging from
Can you?
yeah, I'll send
Sorry.
you guys again. Judging from
Yep.
what you can see and the rate that it's dropping, you feel like you've got about basically two hours spare. So, do you guys want to take another short rest?
Yeah.
I think.
I could do with a short rest, yes.
Really? But we didn't cast any spells or do anything since the last one.
It's well,
We
people
did
probably
run
want.
into a wall, though.
Yeah, people probably want to restore hit points. They're like literally just crashed at full speed. All right, so you guys take another short rest, and when you rest, with Moon Color, there is a special benefit with Moon Color's lair action, a regional effect. When you regain, who here is good aligned actually?
I am.
I am.
All right, Nico and Raven.
The Bargle
when you guys
is.
heal, Abargle, you're good as well. You
Chaotic
actually
good,
get
yep.
you actually get maximum hit points from healing. So instead of getting 10, you'd actually get 18. So you get an extra 8 hit points.
Sweet.
And yeah, if you heal from any means, including hit dice, you get max healing if you're of good alignment, resting in this little mini unicorn's lair. So yeah, you can max out those hit die.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, you guys rest up, heal up, have a little bit of respite, and at the end of the hour, Mooncolor turns to you all and says, "Thank you for everything you have done. I can rest peacefully now." And the unicorn stops moving, and all of a sudden, Mooncolor petrifies, turning into a stone statue.
Before the hour, when we take a rest, I'm just gonna blow 3 cure wounds. Anybody need them? Anybody would have?
Yes, please.
All right.
I could use it as well because I'm out of hit dice.
All right. Here's one for Zygon. 19. Here's one for Bargle.
Bargle, you get
It heals
45.
max.
You get max.
Oh, there you go. And another one for Zygon.
Alrighty, you're all topped up. Lulu will short rest as well and regain her hit points. Alright, Mooncolor fades away, turning into a stone statue that still is surrounded by just a little patch of nature. The protective glow from Mooncolor's power fades, and you guys look ahead as
Demons
there's
rushes.
one more stretch before you arrive at El Terrell. That's where we're going to end the session for today.
Cool. All right, guys. See you guys next week.
Yep. See you guys next week.
See you guys for the home stretch.